Hello, everybody, and welcome to Amateur Hour Sports. We are back for another Toronto Raptors watch party today. The team is facing off against, what are they? The 2-9, are they? The 2-9 Houston Rockets. Can they get the win done? Last time we saw this Raptors team, they were flat, I gotta say. They didn't look very good against that Chicago Bulls team. We could use a big bounce back game. We could use some players have a big bounce back game like Scottie Barnes and like Precious Achiuwa. And I got to say, I'm going to clown on them a lot in the pregame. I don't want to jinx anything, but there is no better team to have a bounce back game against than the 2-9 Houston Rockets. Right now, it seems like they are going to be the single worst team in the NBA. And Raptors favored by 10.5 points right now. My goodness. If they lose this one, that is going to be a little bit of an embarrassing nightmare. So let's just go and win. You know what I mean? And I have faith that they're going to be able to do so. Welcome to the chat. We have GP, Jazzy, Sebastian early in this one. We have the one in chat. Ooh. Somebody wanted a big game from Scottie Barnes. The one in chat says it's not going to happen unless Fred goes off ball and lets Scottie do his thing. Fred cannot play point guard properly. You know what? And Scottie Barnes' last game shot, coincidentally, 2 for 9. And Fred in the last two games has looked like an all-star point guard. But it's Fred's fault. Like, literally, Fred plays like an all-star 2 games. Scottie plays like shit last game. And it's Fred's fault that Scottie didn't play well. I don't know. Oh, my cat just left. Goose, come back. Come say hi. Anyways, hope y'all are doing well. Hope all y'all are having a great week. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Damn. Time's kind of flying. Time's missing an E. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Give me a sec. I need to let my cat out. Yeah. Get out of here. Title is missing an E. You're right. That's dumb. That's dumb. Kareem the Dream, what's going on? Smart and Sharma, what's going on? Thank you everybody for joining. Make sure if you're joining in now and you expect to like what you see, drop a like. If you don't like it, just change it later. But for now, you can just drop a like to help out your boy. Let's change the title of the live stream first and foremost, because that's not right. There is an E missing. I probably would have gone the entire stream without realizing that. I had a long day. Please forgive me. I had a very long day today with work. I was working till about 5:45 Eastern time, and then quickly hit the schedule stream, turn around, eat dinner, and get ready for stream. So anyways, you guys don't want to hear about that. You guys want to hear my opinions on this Raptors team. Last game, we had, not last game, yesterday, I had a video come out about Christian Coloco. That video, sadly, did not perform the greatest in terms of viewership. I didn't expect it to. It's like a lower key player, I guess, but I think if I had done that after the first Bulls game, it would have been better. But I don't like doing videos on stream days. I try to have, if it's a game day, we do a stream. If it's not a game day, I try to do a video. That's just a good kind of balance. That way the two viewership-wise don't interfere with each other. But, Ninja, I'm glad you're enjoying it. But I wanted to, hey, this channel is for me to talk about things I want to talk about at the end of the day. And I wanted to talk about Christian Coloco because the guy deserves it. He's been so good to start the season, and a lot of us are starting to recognize. It appears as though the chat still has not fixed its thing, which is strange because I restarted my computer and restarted the app. Maybe I'll try to update the app to see if that helps for next time. But it doesn't really ruin any of the stream's functions. Only thing it does is that it doesn't integrate the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat together properly, which is annoying for me, but not the end of the world. So yeah, I really think that they should rest Scottie. I don't know. According to Nick Nurse was very honest in his press conference today. According to Nick Nurse, Scottie is not dealing with any injuries that he is aware of, at least. Scottie's not dealing with any injuries. And also according to Nick Nurse, Achiuwa's been playing like shit this season. He didn't quite say that, but he pretty much did. Him and Fred VanVleet spent some time today going through some defensive tape from this season, and the guy needs it. So I'll read it out to you guys from Michael Grange, Sportsnet Raptors reporter. Nurse said he had a one-on-one meeting Wednesday with Fred VanVleet and showed him some subpar defensive clips. Says he needs to be more consistent on that end to get up to 25 to 30-minute range. He projected him for the season. He's at 21 now. He just has to play better. He just has to play better. And I've been saying he needs to play better. Anybody who says he's been fine has been watching the Raptors. I saw like some actual reputable Raptors commentators, not like analysts, I guess we'll call them. I saw an analyst, one in particular that I very much respect, and I granted we're not going to agree on everything. I've been extraordinarily critical of Fred VanVleet's defense because he has been very bad on defense this season. And the guy on Twitter said that Achua's defense has been good and his offense has been the bad thing. Well, I don't think his offense has been great. I think it's been okay. His defense has been he's been a nightmare on defense. He can't guard anybody. He cannot protect the rim. He cannot get stops. Yeah. And there's very much doesn't play a ton of minutes. Every time he does, he's a super negative, double digit in the negative and the plus minus. He's just got to be better. And I'm glad, Nick Nurse, you want somebody to sit down with you and have a discussion about what's going wrong and help you improve in it. That's what the coach is for. Nick Nurse is doing that with Fred VanVleet. I think calling him out in public like that probably is kind of a way for Nurse to light a fire under the guy and start getting him on the right track here. He expects us to blow the Rockets out. So does a lot of people. I think none of that is bad, especially after the horrible game you had the Bros. Listen, Click, I'm all with you. We should blow them out. The spread is 10 points for a reason here in favor of the Raptors. That's not a very usual sight in the NBA. Listen, we win by 1 point. You ain't going to see me complaining. Well, actually, that's not true. We win by 1 point and don't play very well. I might say hey, that wasn't great, but at least we got the win. At the end of the day, I'll take the win. I will take the win regardless. It would be nice to just put them to bed. Maybe stretch the bench a little bit extra today. We shall see. Tomorrow's video up in the air about the topic. So I'm hoping that there's a guy tonight that really, really makes himself the topic for tomorrow's video. But what's that I'm saying? I had to watch Blackburn score 10 straight penalties. They play West Ham today. I was so busy today. Wednesdays are my busy day. Kind of crazy. Let me just check in. Was it West Ham? Yes. 9-10 or 10-9 on penalties. Oh, man, you let Ben Diaz score in the 88th minute. Come on, boys. Ben Diaz. Oh, no, Chile didn't qualify for the World Cup. Do you know when Siakam's coming back? We have another week and a half before he's going to be revisited in terms of his injury. And from that point on, we are going to see how he looks. I'm not sure. This is the Gary Trent Jr. game. Very low-key. Gary Trent was excellent yesterday. Didn't really notice anything defensively. Offensively, he was really good. Fred was also up to all-star level. And that's about the end of the positives from that Bulls game. But it's a new day. We're at home. And again, this is the worst team in the NBA we're playing against. It would be pretty disastrous to lose to this current Houston Rockets team. Who have they beaten this season? So they beat the Jazz in one game. The Jazz are actually apparently a good team this year. The Houston Rockets, they beat them. Who have they beaten recently? Did they beat the Pacers? I think. I want to say they beat the Pacers. They beat the Magic. Okay, so garbage team. How did Jalen Green play? Jalen Green had 34 points. There you go. How's Jabari Smith been looking? I haven't heard anything about this guy. And if you're a third overall pick and nobody's talking about you, you probably aren't playing very well. I'm going to guess he's not playing well. I'm correct. He's shooting 30% from the field, 30% from three, 10 points per game. Yeah, that's not very good, Jabari. I guess there's a reason he slipped down to 3 after getting projected to go first overall the morning of the freaking draft. Jalen Green, I've heard disastrous things about as well. What are his numbers like? I'm kind of going to curiously check in here. I imagine the points are good. The rest isn't. 20 points per game, good. The rest, yeah, 40% from the field, 36 from 3. That's not that bad, but the 40% from the field is worrying. And the turnovers, 2.4 turnovers to 2.3 assists. Yikes. Jalen. He could be doing better. I want to say a plus minus. NBA plus minus. Oh. Plus minus stats for players. I'm pretty sure he's near the bottom in the NBA. Again, I'm just going to see if we can find this. So worst plus minus in the NBA is apparently Jalen Williams, the guard. Jalen Williams, not like the big. Wendell Moore, Corey Kispert, Gary Temple, Romeo Langford, Norman Powell, bottom 6. Giddy, where's Jalen Smith? Jabari Smith near the bottom. Jalen Green is a minus 8 point. Wait, what are these? These are per game. This is per game. Damn. Here, have a look at this. Ben Simmons, 438th in the NBA in plus minus. He averages, Ben Simmons, a minus 8.6 a game. Slightly worse than the minus 8.5 of Jalen Green. Now, you're supposed to see bad teams here because like they're bad, so they're going to lose anyway. You see Norman Powell here, which is a worry. You see Wendell Moore here, which is a worry because that's a rookie. An interesting rookie, too. You see Jordan Poole down here. That is not a good sign. More of the Warriors bench with Kuminga. More of the Warriors bench with James Wiseman. Ugh. JaMychal Green. Man, the Warriors bench has been ass. No Raptors players that I see here. Let's see. Let's find a Raptors player. Oh, no Raptors player even on this page. Can you believe that? No Raptors player. Oh, LeBron made the first page here. LeBron, buddy. All right, let's go to page 2. Let's see where the first Raptor is. Have I been too critical? None on the second page either. Where's the first Raptor at? I guess because we're winning games. Doesn't look like there's any on this page either. Man, oh man. Our bench is better than I'm giving him credit for. Malachi Flynn. There we go. Malachi Flynn, the first Raptor appear. He's minus 1.5 a game. You know what? I was expecting worse from our bench. That's interesting, actually. Malachi Flynn, the lowest there. I'm not going to use that against him. I'm not going to, I'll use a lot of other shit against him. That's for sure. But Jalen is the truth. I'm not, look, he plays for the worst team in the league. He's a very high usage, shot heavy type of player. Naturally, his field goal percentage are going to struggle earlier on in his career. I think that's bound to happen. And the plus minus, I mean, not a great defender. No good defenders around him. Also going to be a bit of an issue. Nick Nurse should give Malachi Flynn more minutes. Why? Tell me why, ET Galaxy. Tell me why. Give me one reason why Malachi Flynn deserves more minutes, and your reason can't be because Fred plays too much. Challenge level impossible. Oh, and he replied. Okay, sorry. You made another comment. Don't agree with overplaying our starters. Listen, you may not agree with it, but you definitely agree with winning. And if you want to win right now, you got to play the starters more minutes. Flynn shoots threes at a very bad percentage. He does. Yes. He shoots them. Doesn't make a whole bunch of them. Yeah, you're another reason it can't be because he scored 73 points in a Drew League game. Or a Pro-Am game. Sorry, that was him. No Raptors players on that page. We take early. When you state this is a live party, will we be watching the game with you or just your reactions? Dominic, buddy, I'm going to give you a lesson in copyright. If I play the game on stream, YouTube will probably ban my account. And that's it. All right, ET Galaxy says, haha. So he doesn't have a reason. It is just play him more. Which I think, and I don't mean to pick on you here, ET, but I see this all the time. I see this everywhere on Twitter when people want to talk about Malachi Flynn. It's always play Malachi more. Give Malachi more minutes. And then there's no reason why. There's no reason to support that sort of claim. Dominic, yeah, I can't show the game on stream. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to watch the game as you normally would, and then sync up my commentary on the game with the game that you're watching. You get to enjoy me, and you get to enjoy the game at the same time. We can watch together. It's a watch along. It's a watch along. It's a watch party. It's a watch party. That's what I go with. Flynn can get hot. Listen, I could say that about probably any player. I could say that about Juancho as well. You know what I mean? That's not a very good reason to want to play him more. The Costanza, what's going on? Let's get this W indeed. Listen, if I could be like Steve Dangle and I could get the rights to show the Raptors game on stream, best believe I'd be doing that. That'd be awesome. That'd be so much better for you guys and for me, right? We can't do that. This is just, watch along commentary. We hang out. It is what it is. Hey, maybe not for everybody, but if you enjoy, would love to have you hang out and give it a chance. Listen, I provided the floor here. I provided the floor for reasons why we should give Malachi Flynn more minutes. I've seen don't play the starters so much, which also doesn't mean you should play Flynn more. It just means you could go to the bench a bit more and just still not use him. We haven't seen, but maybe in the past we've seen. What was I saying? Maybe in the past we've seen because he scored whatever in a pro-am game, and then the third point was he can get hot. If those are the reasons we're fishing to give Malachi Flynn minutes, I got some bad news. I just realized the hashtag on this is Raptors vs. Sixers, because I haven't updated it in a while. There we go. 1 second. And call me a hater, call me whatever you want. It's not hating, it's reality. All right, let's see. Flynn seems to have a really good potential. I think he's a decent defender. Listen, I think he's got potential as well. Just, it's not really showing. And listen, if you want a guy to just play to help get to his potential, there's the G League for a reason. You know what I mean? We're not wasting our minutes in the NBA on a guy that just because we believe in him. But hey, you're agreeing with me. So fatigue doesn't look. If the problem is the starters, then I think the criticism of this team should be on the construction. Now, I don't think we really could have done much better in the offseason as far as trades go. But if you have an issue with the stars playing so much, then your criticism should be about the bench in general and how it's not performing well, some of the players individually, and about getting some more guys to play on the bench. Is that? I need to turn my fan. Getting hot. Are we betting on Ken Burns today? No bets for me today. My concern is with the betting. First of all, if I was a neutral betting on this game, I see a Houston Rockets 11.5 plus 11.5. That'd be my bet. Respectfully, player prop wise, weird game to bet on. I'm just concerned about minutes because if the Raptors end up blowing them out, then you lose minutes in the starters. If the Raptors, I don't know, some guys haven't been playing well, you don't know what the ball distribution is. I just didn't have a good feel for this one, so I just avoided it. Just going to try to hopefully enjoy a Raptors win. You still prefer Banton over Flynn? There's pros and cons to both. Put the screen in your background. It's not going to work. People are smarter than that. I'm not risking my my built-up channel just so people can watch a mirrored reflection of the game. You know what I mean? Score prediction. Let's go with a big win. Let's go 116. They creep over 100. Let's go 116-103 for the Raptors here. That's what I got. Kurt's got 124-111. I respect it. I respect it. Let's go Raptors. Pat Love, what's going on? I'm pretty sure we'll use Young and Flynn's contract for a trade this year. That's the only reason I can see them giving him his option. I'd be more surprised, and how do you also say, Birch is the one I'd be really surprised if he survived the entire year. If we make any trade, Birch's contract has to be used, right? $6 million laying there, ready to be used. Do you feel we'll make postseason this year? I think so. If I had to wager money without bias, I would say we lose in the first round. I think we're fully capable of getting to the second round, but I think that's more unlikely than a first round exit. But I think we will make the playoffs. I am very, very strong opinion that we will make the playoffs. Very, very strong. Burns is good in Tampa. He is good. It's just we don't use him enough. We don't really need him a lot of the times. I like him as a player. I think he brings some solid things in spurts on the court, but the contract that he's on, $6 million, is a bit too expensive for my taste. And as far as if you have to fill out a salary in a trade, that's the easiest one to get rid of. You know what I mean? I like him. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm not saying I trade him because I don't like him as a player. You know what I mean? Malachi could have chemistry and pick and roll with Kevin Christian. Sure, he could, but he hasn't yet. I don't know. I'm not searching for I think a lot of people are searching for reasons to play Flynn. They're trying to nitpick reasons to play him when he should be giving us the reasons to play him. You know what I mean? It just feels like we're trying to force out a reason to play him when there just really isn't much to go off of. I can't read that, but 193, 192, fifth OT, Scottie gets injured, OG game winner. If that happens, I will number one buy you a lottery. I'll make you buy me a lottery ticket, and then I will gift 50 subs to chat. 50 members, excuse me. All right, I only need to post it once. I'll read it, maybe. DeRozan walked so we could run. Yes. Well, DeRozan ran so we could sprint, I'd say. I think calling him a walk is a bit disrespectful. Christian Coloco's mentality ahead has good court awareness. Yeah, loving what I'm seeing from him. Way, way above expectations. What do I think of the Lakers? Disaster. Absolute disaster of an organization. Incredible. Lakers. We need someone who can consistently provide 10 plus points alongside Boucher. Yes. That should be Achua. He's not doing it. But I've been saying a while we need a guy like that. We bet on our bench. We bet on Achua to be improved this season. And there's still loads of time for him to be able to do that. For sure. We definitely bet on that. And it could happen. Flynn, we've been betting on for a while now. He's just not rewarding us as of yet. Banton, we probably bet on a little bit this offseason. Doesn't look like much has improved. I'm going back again to a guy like Jordan Clarkson. It's just you got to play the whole you're in the middle of, do you want to trade a first to bring in the 10 point per game, the 10 to 12 point per game bench piece that you really, really need to be better this season? Or do you not want to trade that first? Just leave the starters hung out to dry this season, knowing that you need that pick to make a bigger trade in the future. It's a weird middle that we are currently operating in. What I'd like to add to this bench if we still have this issues come near deadline. Clarkson again comes to mind. Like I said, but can you get Clarkson without giving up a first? Probably not. You probably got a contender who'd be willing to give them a first. That is if the Jazz are even a bad team at that point. We don't even know. Man. Nothing specific comes to mind at the moment. Maybe, I don't know, DeLon Wright was the guy I was looking at in the offseason. I'd have to dive into some more names. I'm not sure. All right, let's keep going. Malachi, the time is now. I'll give him about 12 minutes. Ever since he changed his jersey number, he went downhill to a point. He looks more supportive. You look more supportive. I mean, yeah, he's at least smiling on the bench and everything. 12 minutes, I don't know. I'll give him 2, and then, if he gets blown by 3 times in 2 minutes, then I know to take him off type of thing. Played Trent as 6th man with the ultimate green light. Kurt, listen, buddy. Whole offseason, I was on your side. I wanted to move Achua to the starting lineup. I don't think it'd be a bad idea either. Even the way he's playing right, I mean, he'd have to step up, but I'm all with you. Gary Trent, 6th man off the bench. It's not a downgrade. Being the leading guy off the bench is not a downgrade. Just ask Russell Westbrook. It's not a downgrade. I would do that. But Precious kind of looks lost in the court. Seems to relax compared to last year. Seems relaxed. I'd say he doesn't look relaxed. So relaxed is where I think he looks better. Like I'm saying, he looks frantic right now. I think he's better when he's playing more relaxed. Maybe we're thinking the same thing, just describing it differently. But he looks frazzled out there. I don't know. He doesn't look comfy for some reason. Trent always has 0 assists. He's a shooting guard. I don't know. Shooting guards do that sometimes. What do you think about the idea of Fred moving to the bench, Scottie starting point guard like Westbrook? That's a no-go from me because Fred's defense is far too important. I think if you want a guy on the bench, it's Gary. That's the dynamic you want there. We saw in the game on Monday, especially where Scottie wasn't playing, it was Sunday where he wasn't playing as well, even Monday where he was worse. But Sunday we played well, and we played better because Fred took over as like the main ball handler from the second quarter onwards. The first quarter wasn't that good. That was when Scottie Barnes was handling. I like the dynamic of kind of sharing the load for both those guys. I think there's some situations where it's better when Fred has it. There's some situations where it's better when Scottie has it. I think there's some good on both sides there. But you see how much of a mess this team is when Fred is on the bench. It's glaring to me and to many others. I think Gary's your guy for the bench, but looks like they're not going to do that this season. Let's try to get. Sorry, it's a good idea. Let's try to get 50 likes before the stream starts. If you're enjoying the commentary pregame, we got a little bit of time now before the game begins. Make sure drop a like on the stream. Goes a long way to supporting it. If you're on Twitch, you can consider following. Imagine the one viewer there is already following, but hey, maybe you're not. Maybe you enjoy the streams going forward. Thoughts on Raptors considering a trade with OG? They're not. They're not considering a trade with OG. And if they are, they need to stop. But they don't. No lag. Oh, let's knock on wood there, buddy. Ambassador Con, what's going on? We got a lovely member in chat hanging out. Thank you so much, buddy. Welcome to the stream today. I need more Precious in my life. I need better Precious in my life. But guys, like it's not like, I'll say this again about the bench. It's not like you're fighting for spots here. Like the door to bench minutes is wide open. Like imagine what is the biggest door you can think of? Like a Boeing 747 hangar garage door. That's how open bench minutes are on this team. If you at all provide a role off the bench, you are gonna get like 30 minutes here. If you can provide a good role, it's just he has to be better defensively. He just has to be better defensively. And honestly, a little bit better offensively. I am very, very high on Achua. Don't get me wrong. I am a big fan of him. Very high on Achua. He just needs to play better. That's straight up how it is. What I've noticed about Jalen Suggs this season is that makes me miss Utah. If he was here, you'd still miss him because he would never play and he wouldn't make a difference to the team. So, what an interesting topic to bring up. And what's even more interesting is that this was the source of the video today on my second channel, Amateur Hour TV. Guys, if you like amateur sports, you're also going to like Amateur Hour TV. This is my second channel where today, Raptors fans think we cut the wrong player after Utah shines with the Nets. Guys, if you enjoy my content, you're going to also enjoy my second channel, Amateur Hour TV, where today I discussed if we cut the wrong guy in Watanabe. Spoiler alert, we didn't, but, well, maybe we did, but he also wouldn't play here anyways. There, that's the link in chat to my second channel. Go subscribe there. Utah's playing, this is like the Stanley Johnson effect with the Lakers last season. Here's a team where nobody runs, nobody tries, nobody plays defense. Insert guy who only is in the league because he hustles and plays somewhat decent defense. Stanley Johnson with the Lakers last season. Lakers fans, oh my God, he actually gives a shit. He actually runs. And the Nets this season, they see Utah. Oh my God, he actually gives a shit. He's trying. That's what it kind of is for me. He just wouldn't really... Look, I love the guy. Happy he's getting a role there. He's carving out a role there. It probably wouldn't have happened with us this season. He had 2 full years to earn himself a consistent rotation spot and didn't really do that. Argument for Flynn. Okay. Other players can work through slumps. We give a pass for Precious and other players that have horrible games. When Flynn has a bad game, he's benched for weeks. Wouldn't say he's benched for weeks. Partially fair point, But I've seen Achua at his best, where at his best, he is going one-on-one every possession with Joel Embiid and scoring all the time, which he did in the playoffs in that game 5, I believe it was. So, like, that's the upside that I have already seen. With Malachi Flynn, the upside that I have seen is a preseason game against the Washington Wizards where, yeah, you had a really good fourth quarter. Or there was, like, some good games near the end of the Tampa season where we are tanking and playing against teams who was playing their bench against us. Like, I guess, fair point. We don't provide him any opportunity to work through it. I think it's less easy to hide Flynn because at least Achua's big and athletic, and that somewhat makes up for his deficiencies. Malachi isn't blessed with those traits, so he's a lot easier to deal with for an offense. Playing against him, that is. But, I mean, I don't know. At least with Achua, there's just flashes of it. With Flynn, it's just, is there any reason to have him on the floor type thing? That's how I feel. But I maybe a bit of a fair point. I always say you got to earn those minutes, though. Maybe I'd say, no, I was talking earlier. I do have an NBA bet down. I have two NBA bets. I do have the Damian Lillard over on points. It was 23.5 this morning. That was a bet that was given out on my betting show, which is live every weekday on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time. You can follow me on Twitter, check that out, or go to the YouTube channel, The Board NBA from here. We gave out over 23.5 points on Damian Lillard. I said at the time, get it while you can, because that's going to move. It's now 26.5. So Damian Lillard over 23.5 points I have today. And I also have the Atlanta Hawks money line. That was minus 133 when I bet it. I used a profit boost to get it to minus 121. It's now at minus 189. Holy shit. So I got the Hawks money line and Lillard over 23.5 points as my bets for today. Two really good spots. I have a lot of confidence in those two. As far as the Raptors, though, I said because of the possibility of a blowout, I didn't have a strong lean on anything. My only lean was I saw Rockets plus 11.5 at Botano. I would have probably done that if I wasn't a Raptors fan. Should be players' confidence comes during from the starting spot. Maybe you gotta like I don't like the experimentation though with guys who aren't playing well. Like they gotta earn these sort of experiments. You know what I mean? Like if a Achua's playing so well off the bench, then maybe like that's a thing that. But I mean, personally, I would probably just do that anyways because I've said that a lot in the offseason. I want Precious to start over Gary to give Gary more of a more slack on the leash in his 6-man role. But it's hard to justify giving Achua any more minutes than he's getting right now. Listen, all these complaints, we're 6 and are we 500 now? We're 6-6. We're 6-5. We're above 500. So all these complaints, we have a damn good team. Trading for Hachimura. Not a ton to love. Not a ton to love about him. I don't know. I feel so grumpy today. Can we talk about something I like so I don't seem like a mope? I'm just complaining about everything. When he had consecutive rest days and allowed to make mistakes, knowing he could get a roll again, he works through it. Who we talking about? Oh, the Chua. Chua's just better than him. That's why he gets more of a leash. Like Flynn has like never done anything consistent. I don't want to stop talking about Flynn. I'm just roasting him. Does Masai have the capability to find a draft pick worth giving up? Does Masai have the ability to find a draft pick worth giving up Precious next season? That's a question I've been thinking about. What do you mean by that? I don't understand. Like, would we trade Achua because we were going to draft somebody? We're 5th seed, no complaints. I'd take a top 6 seed. You offered it to me. 6-5 is better than Houston's record. That is true. Grab a beer. No beer for me today. Well, you know, the thing is, when I used to stream in the basement and beer was 10 feet behind me, now it's 2 staircases below me. It's hard to just get up and go. I'll think about it though. I mean, I'm easily persuaded. I could go for a ice cold bevy at the moment. Trade for draft pick. I'm not giving up on Achua. There's a ton of upside to love there. I'm gonna hold firm on my stance with him. Talk about OG steals here. Yeah. Third in the end. That's a good thing. That's a good idea, Kurt. OG, recent NBA defense ladder, whatever it is, DPOY ladder. OG Anunoby, ranked ranked at third. Ranked at third behind Giannis and Marcus Smart. Leading the league in steals per game. Oh, starting lineups here. Jalen Green, KBJ, Eric Gordon, Jabari Smith, and Alperen Sengun. Raptors go with VanVleet, Trent, Anunoby, Barnes, Koloko. Yeah, you know who they're starting. OG's defense, I spoke about it yesterday's video. If you guys checked that out. If you didn't, please do that. Koloko is allowing OG to be more aggressive because, well, all right, OG doesn't get the steal, then here's 7-foot monster at the rim. Go lay up past him type thing. He doesn't need to just stay in front of you all the time. He can be aggressive. He can try these things. He can read off ball because he has more confidence in the rim protection. I think that's a big thing, and I think that's a big reason why OG's defense has been on another level, it seems, this season. We've always known OG is an excellent defender. So, yeah, it's great. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to drop a like. We're not quite going to get to the 50 before stream, but before the game starts. But we'll hit 50 at some point today, I hope. So, please go check that out. Consider dropping a like on the stream. If you're new, you like what you see, hey, stick around for the game, and if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Looks like the game is about to get started here at the Scotiabank Arena. The Raptors looking to bounce back from a loss against the Chicago Bulls. The Rockets looking to make it 2 in a row after a win against the Magic on Monday. Let's see what we got. Low-key, Rockets starting lineup looks pretty good. Zero defense. Well, Jabari Smith probably isn't a horrible defender. Sengun I love him, very big fan, bad defender. Jalen Green, probably one of the worst in the league. KBJ, not a good defender either. So, taking advantage of that, here we go. Scottie Barnes, ball handling for the Raptors here. Gives it to Koloko. Interesting matchup here, Sengun and Koloko. I'm excited. Fred, open for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound to Barnes. Gets the miss. Barnes. Backing down. Who is that? KBJ goes to the rim. Misses the 2-footer. Scottie. Jesus, man. All right. Love the aggression early. He was there. He's got to make that shot, but love the aggression early. Hope he keeps doing that. Coming off of that ugly game against Chicago, which was obviously Fred VanVleet's fault. It's not his fault. Gary Trent mid-range. There we go. Smooth in mid-range for Gary. By the way, that was satirical if you couldn't guess. Scottie played poorly because he played poorly, not because of anything else. Yes, not good matchups for the lengthy Raptors here. We should feast. We should. Sengun gives it to Jalen Green. Amber alert. Eric Gordon for 3. Damn, at the shot clock buzzer. Drills it. Score is 3-2. TSN has it at 3-3. It is 3-2. Barnes to Trent. Now back to Barnes. KBJ's like, go at him, keep going. Gives it to Koloko at the rim, puts up the layup and misses. I'm very scared that Scottie's confidence just got struck by that early one. Jalen Green hits the 3. Rockets up 6-2 here. I'm very scared that first miss from Scottie is making him question his abilities to score at the rim, because if it's KBJ on him at the rim, please just always shoot. Koloko is fouled by Sengun there. All right, yeah, he was. What happened? I don't know what you're referring to. Scottie was at the rim. He had a really not wide open. He had an open look at the rim, and he bricked. About 2 feet out. All right, here we go. Plenty of time. 6-2. VanVleet out to Barnes. Corner 3 was open. He passes it to Trent. Strange. Gary Trent, deep 2. No good. Scottie was wide open in the corner. Got to shoot it, Scottie. Keep shooting. Porter, handoff to Şengün, and he's fouled going up for the dunk. Good start here by the Rockets. Not as good by the Raptors, but we're only 2 minutes in to this one. Who signed Jalen? We literally chose not to. We had the option. Raptors Nation. Brian, what's going on? I'm hanging out. Having a grand old time so far. Hope you are enjoying your week so far. Hope you enjoy the stream. I found a chicken. What are we? Chicken and beef. What do we talk about here? Şengün hits the first free throw. It's 7-2 for the Rockets. He's a good player, man. I like this. I like this. The Turk here. He always prays to the ball before shooting as well. I did extensive research on him before the draft because I was such a fan. And Şengün knocks down both. Yeah, Rui hasn't been the best this season. It's our new job. Congratulations, Brian. What job is it, if you care to share? VanVleet for 3 in transition. And there you go. Fred VanVleet. Where would we be without this guy? Come on. If only he could force Scottie Barnes to shoot better. He's not a true point guard. Şengün to the rim. Nice kick out. Eric Gordon's over 3. Doesn't go. Rebound by Porter, and it doesn't go. Somebody didn't do their job on the glass there. Was that Jabari Smith? It looked like Porter. It was Smith on the glass, excuse me. And there was nobody guarding him, so we just came in and got the rebound, no problem. Offensive rebounding or defensive rebounding was an area of concern in the previous game. Has not been this season. We've been relatively good on the glass. I didn't like that, though. Koloko was on Şengün. Jabari wide open there. Anyways, doing security at monitoring station for some of the petrol plants. That's great. Congratulations, man. Keep grinding. All right, Smith at the line again, and he does hit both. It's 10-5 Houston. 9:18 to go in the first quarter. VanVleet gives it to Barnes. Now OG. Gary Trent kicks out to OG, open for 3, and he hits it as well. OG Anunoby. 10-8 Houston. 3 minutes in. He'll get it back. Scottie will get it back. He has lost it. He'll get it back. Good things happen when you go to the rim. He's got to keep doing that. He had one good look early and miss, but he'll get it back. Porter in mid-range gets the bounce. And it's 12-8 for the Rockets. They've started really well here. OG to Trent. Back to OG. Open for another 3. Hesied, but it doesn't make a difference. He doesn't shoot to miss. OG, back-to-back 3s. And it's a 1-point game now. Porter. Shadowed there by Koloko. Good defense. Şengün spins off Koloko with the left. That's a tough bucket. That's fine defense. It's a tough bucket. He's so good in the post, man. I love watching this guy play. VanVleet. Nice feed. OG for 3 again. This one's good as well. OG Anunoby. Back-to-back 3-pointers. That's when he's at the stance, moving, looking like an old man. No doubt, great defender, but aesthetically unpleasant. Sometimes I can kind of feel the same way. Şengün at the rim. Koloko defending. Good defense there. Good rotations to close out as well. That was good. Gordon drives. Defended by OG, and he gets the and 1. Damn. We were doing fine. For a second. It was just a little bit too much of a bite by Scottie on Gordon there. Hit this side. Don't think it was a foul either. A little bit too much bite by Scottie on that one. Too easy. Eric Gordon's not good enough to blow by you like that. Sophomore slump. There's a term for it for a reason. I don't expect it to last very long. And he does have those games where he does play really well still. But let's see what we get from him today. We could really use him. And no better team to play well against than the 2-9 Rockets, who are up 17-14 early here. Let's go on a run. 7:29 to go. Gary to Barnes, defended by Green. Like, that's barbecue chicken, Scottie. Double comes. Now you got the kick out. Wants it himself. Layup. Love the aggression. Much, much, much better from Barnes. Goes to his left. Kind of hooks it up with his left off the glass. And he makes it a 1-point game again. Green, defended by OG. Good shadow there from Koloko. Nice feed to Şengün, who puts it in at the rim. And Houston just not missing at the moment. Moving the ball well. That defense wasn't that bad. VanVleet for 3 to tie it. Doesn't go. Rebound Smith. The 3rd overall pick. Gives it to his point guard here in Porter. Şengün to Smith. And loses the handle. Gary comes up with it. I don't know who got the steal there, but Raptors have it. OG going up to the rim. Puts it up, and a blocking foul attested against KPJ. Timeout has been called here. When we come back, OG is going to be heading to the free throw line. Raptors down by 3 early against the Rockets, who are hitting everything at the moment. Nick Nurse calling a timeout just to talk it out a little bit, discuss what's going on here. But hey, there's plenty of game to go. The Raptors, again, it should be a more of a comfy performance here. We'll just kind of see what we get from the guys. All right. Looking at the Blazers here, no points from Lillard in the second quarter is an area of concern. Whatever. What if the Raptors signed Dwayne Johnson? I don't even know. Eric Gordon's still balling. Isn't he 35 or something? I feel like he's in his low 30s. I'm going to guess he's 32. I think he's 32. He's 33. Damn. I was close. 33. He's it's actually amazing he's still playing for the Rockets, not another team. The Kyrie situation. Well, he fought very, very hard to not apologize for posting a link to a movie with very clear anti-Semitic messages. That's really bad in itself, posting that, and then refusing to apologize for an extended period of time makes it even worse. He took responsibility after like over a week, and then over a week of refusing to apologize, and he only apologized after he got suspended. Come on. If I hold firm on my point for over a week and then apologize, you didn't apologize because he felt the apology. You know what I mean? Very easy to say sorry and I'm not anti-Semitic, and he couldn't do that for a week. Suspicious. As far as the suspension, warranted. As far as the Brooklyn Nets making him do all these classes before he comes back, I thought that was a little strange, but at the end of the day, it's very easy to not post a link to a movie that promotes horrible anti-Semitic messages. A movie that extensively denies the existence of the Holocaust. That is like just so damaging. Hope you're joking, man. Hope you're joking. Listen, I'm not racist. If I said the N-word, that wouldn't make me racist. That still makes it very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. This is this probably isn't as bad as that. But if I said, let's say I said the N-word, and then for a week I didn't say sorry or didn't say I wasn't racist, and I said I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the meaning behind that word, that'd be bad. Kaepernick NBA. Barnes going to the rim here, going aggressive, doesn't get the bounce, gets his own miss, puts it up, and the aggression pays off there for Scottie Barnes. Anyways, Kyrie, I would not support his personal endeavors. I would not really want to have that guy on my team. But at least he finally owned up to it, whatever the reason for it was. And Şengün at the rim, Koloko not looking like he's able to stop him at the moment. Use the Lord's name in vain. I'll use it again in vain probably about 5 more times, at least 5 more times today. Anyways, I don't want to spend this whole time on the Kyrie thing. Wherever Kyrie goes, he brings problems. It's not just like the stuff off, like it's, you know, he was cancerous near the end of his time with Cleveland, was a problem all throughout his time in Boston. He's only been a problem all throughout his time in Brooklyn. It is what it is. You choose your hill, die on that movie, in it. There you go. And he chose the hill he wanted to die on. He just cannot be told what to do. He just has to stick to his point. He has to stay true to his point. He cannot show any signs that that he's wrong ever. So if he posts that movie link, he owns it. It's only that. No matter what, he has to. That has to be his side. Has to be the side that he stands on and the hill that he dies on. He cannot be told that it's wrong or anything like that. He just will not hear it. It was like the flat earth thing. He just a good point I heard in a podcast was he probably didn't even believe the earth was flat, but he just had to stay on his point and could not be told to believe something else. Hey, sounds like your brother. Anyways, let me get off Kyrie. All right. Şengün's good. Defensively, there's still some things he needs to work on, which was addressed pre-draft. Offensively, he's a machine. He's an absolute machine. This is a guy who has worked extremely hard to be in his position today, I think. All right, too stubborn. Whatever. Gary Trent for 3. No good. Rebound by the Rockets. They come the other way. And, oof, at the rim is Porter, who puts it down. 24-20 for the Rockets. They've started well here. A lot of points to allow to the Rockets this early in the game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Barnes, kick out to Fred. Drives inside. Now Barnes swings it to Achua. Achua to Barnes. Got to pull that for 3. Doesn't go here. Rebound by Achua. Nice job on the glass. Go attack the rim. Go into the rim. Puts it up. And it's an offensive foul. Achua took 3 steps while Şengün was... He stood there like this for 3 full Achua steps. And Achua failed to recognize that he was trying to take a charge. It was probably really easy to go around that, Precious. That's annoying. That is annoying. What do we got for likes? 60 likes for the end of the first? What are we at right now? We have 47. Let's get this 60 by the end of the first for the likes. Achua, looked like he blocked it, but it went in off the glass. 6-point game. I'm not nervous yet. Very lame indeed. And if he wasn't anti-Semitic, then he probably should have just said he wasn't anti-Semitic. He took him over a week, I think. Something like that. It took him 5 to 8 days to say that. Barnes for 3. Doesn't go. Rockets coming forward again. Chance to take their biggest lead. Stolen by Fred. Nice play on defense. Fires into Barnes. Here they come in transition. Nice feed to Precious, who's blocked at the rim. Goes up a second time and puts it away. Damn, that was a nice play on defense. Barnes may be overrated. I don't think he's overrated. I think he's in a slump, and I think his shot digest isn't the best right now. When he cleans that up and regains confidence, I think he'll be a fine player. I don't think overrated is the correct word. I think he's trying to do a bit too much. He's in a slump. There's no doubt about it. Every player's been in one. VanVleet. Outside to Achua. Gonna pull the corner three. No good. Rebound by the Rockets, and this is gonna be 2 points for them. And it's 30-22. Largest lead of the night for Houston, who are running rampant in Toronto. This is a bad look for the Raptors at the moment. And another timeout called. Nick going to the timeout twice on the first quarter, not liking what he is seeing. And not a lot of answers for this Raptors team. Offensively, not at their best. Defensively, not able to get stops on the Houston team that's moving the ball and beating us down in the paint. Oh, geez. Not a good start. Plenty of time to go. If Raptors win the finals this year, you'll shave your eyebrows and go bald. I'll do more than that. Half-court offense doesn't look good tonight, no. Barnes needs to just dunk it. Sometimes, like you saw the dunk that made the highlight reels on Monday. He only hit 2 shots all night. That was one of them. Sometimes a dunk is necessary. Sometimes, I mean, you just need to make your layup. I don't know. That as well, right? But it's a tough stretch for Scottie. You know, we've seen Siakam in bad stretches, pulls out of it, gets back to all-NBA level. We're seeing one with Scottie here. I think, you know, you saw tough stretches from last season, and he pulled out of it. He's had some really good games. He's had some really bad games. It's been very inconsistent, yes. For a guy who's only 21, I think that's bound to happen. If it sustains for like a 30-game stretch, then I would have very, very big concerns. Would you trade Kylie for Fred and was it anything like Kyrie? I wouldn't. Like, this guy clearly just brings negative impacts to your team for whatever reason. I don't think anybody's playing well tonight so far. It's tough to say bring this guy off. I don't know. Defense has been bad tonight. Very, very much. I should have pushed a trade for Donovan Mitchell offseason. Should the Raptors have made a trade for Mitchell in the offseason? I've said it in a lot of videos. Say it again. Does Donovan Mitchell for, let's say we did, because what would you have to do? You have to trade the very minimum. And they probably wouldn't have taken this. Let's say you do Gary Trent, Chris Boucher, and Malachi Flynn, and 3 first-round picks for Donovan Mitchell. Are the Raptors now legitimate NBA contenders? In my opinion, no. So, for that reason, I wouldn't have made that trade. That's the three first plus 2 swap trade should be the trade that makes you the contender. A contender. That trade, I don't think VanVleet, Mitchell, Barnes, Siakam, and Achua as your starting 5 with a bench of Otto Porter Jr., Thaddeus Young, Delano Banton, and Kem Birch or Koloko. That's not a championship team. So then when you need to go and get the piece that makes you a championship team, now you don't have all those picks to trade to get the guy. That's my stance. I've been holding extremely firm on that stance. I don't think that's a championship team. Jalen Green to the rim, double clutch, no good. Rebound. Is that Garuba? Eventually batted to Green, who hits the mid-range jumper. Everything dropping for them at the moment. Got to do better on defense. Knicks losing 8-24 against the Nets. Wow. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. That's my side. It'd be fun to have Mitchell. He's playing really, really well. But I just don't think that's the trade that we needed. Barnes blocked by Garuba. It did not look like that was going to go in either, but damn. Magic won today. That trade, look, it's cool. It makes you better. I don't think it wins you a championship. And I don't think it gets you close enough either. I think there's a trade out there that does give us that status as a contender one day. Achua for 3 late in the shot clock. No good. Another rebound by the Rockets. This is ugly. It's 8-point game. Rockets all over us everywhere. Garuba, kick out, wide open corner 3 is good. 11-point game. Disaster from the Raptors in the first quarter. They're moving the ball. We are slow to react on defense, and they're making us pay. Barnes inside for Porter. He's fouled. They're getting, their percentage is high. They're getting a lot of really easy looks, though. Gay Flynn picks for Mitchell. Damn good. Good Barnes down OG for Mitchell. Look, they probably wouldn't take that, but again, I'm gonna stand on this hill. Does that trade make you a contender? And in my opinion, it's a no. So that's not a trade you should make. Because then you're stuck. That's your team. That's your team for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Trent, mid-range, got the jumper. Big shot there. Back to a single-digit game. Biggest playmakers out in Siakam. And it's showing right now. We need guys to step up. Barnes is the big one. Good stop there on defense. Raptors in transition. Shot clock separated by 4. Boucher to the rim, and he's stuffed. What a play on defense, man. And on the other end, Achua gets out of the way for some reason. And the Rockets back up 11. I think everything's been brutal tonight. Not a lot of answers in the half court. Gary Trent for 3. Big shot. Big shot right at the end of the first. Rockets won't have time to get a shot off. And it's an 8-point game here. All right, Rockets. Unreal. We have 29. Is that bad? And, well, Jack Armstrong saying the same thing. I don't know. Is 29 first quarter points that bad? I think the bigger thing is the 37 for them. Couture Life in the Twitch chat. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Love the emotes. Let's discuss the stats here. Rockets. A lot of guys getting a lot of points here, or a good amount of points here. We have no answers. Look at these field goal percentages. Wow, they are shooting 70%. Well, here's your problem, guys. We're letting them shoot 70%. We on offense are shooting 44-41. I've seen much worse in games that we've won. We got to get stops. Şengün is just beating us up on the interior. Koloko outmatched a little bit for size there. All of their players in the positive. All of our players, naturally, in the negative here. Barnes is being aggressive, shooting the ball. He just still doesn't look like he's at his best. Full 3 quarters to turn that around. Fred not been the savior tonight as of yet. Gary looking improved as well. It's just the defense has to be better. I imagine the rebounding isn't looking good either. Let's see. That's correct. Yeah. 12 rebounds to 6. We only have 6 rebounds in an entire quarter of basketball. That's a problem. They can't sustain this, but if you give them layups and dunks, they will sustain that because they'll score 100% of those. Got to earn those stops. Siakam ain't playing. He ain't here, so we got to do our thing. I saw a comment. This was on my second channel. I made a video about the Siakam injury. I actually can't believe people sometimes. Somebody said the Siakam injury is a blessing in disguise because we'll see how this team won't have any drop-off with him out. I respect opinions, but I don't respect that one. We are using the bench. Otto's playing. Boucher's playing. Achua's playing. Sky's a boss. Raptors struggle this season. Should they make a trade for the next? I don't know. We'll see in the offseason. All right. What's great, guys? We're concerned. Another easy dunk for the Rockets. We're only 1 quarter into the game. A little bit more now. 10-point game. Banton's checked in. 4 of the bench players on. We're using the bench, guys. Otto Porter for 3. Doesn't go. Garuba fights for the rebound. A lot more bite in this Houston team than us, man. They just care a lot more at the moment. Eric Gordon at the rim. Lays it up, and he's fouled. Just horrifying defense at the moment. My God. He walked in relatively untouched. I struggle to see this bench unit scoring. Or this 5 on the floor. I seriously struggle to see these 5 score. No trustworthy ball handler. No trustworthy shot creator. This is a weird lineup, Nick. OG is the only starter in with this bench unit here. I would have Scottie as the guy with this unit. You want a more of a shot creator type of player. Anyways, let's see. Down by 12 to the 2-9 Rockets. They have 41 already. They're on pace to get like 150 points. Banton for 3. No good. Rebound auto. There we go. Got the big rebound and puts it away there. Fought for that one. Hold on to pass for potato basketball. Yes. And look, you're in a stretch right now against the Pacers, the Rockets, the Thunder, and the Pistons. No better stretch to hold it down. Got to get your wins, though. Another foul by Achua. Oh, the Rockets playing well. They're making shots. They're hustling. And they're outworking us. Somebody said it. I forget who said it, but they're playing like we normally play. Yeah. And I am concerned that Eric Gordon continuously beats us off the dribble. That is a problem. Messiah, worst gym ever. Yeah. Thaddeus Young checking in. Raptors have used 5 bench players tonight. So we're going to the bench, guys. Boucher coming off. I feel some desperation from Nurse if he's making all these changes. I mean, down by this much. Another foul by the Raptors. We're going to put him in the bonus with like 8 minutes left. So really, really poor effort game 2 days ago. And here we are doing the same thing today. I find it hard for that really to happen twice. And Houston turned the ball over. All right, we're going to stop. Let's get in. Let's get in and play. Outlandish take. Nick Nurse gets fired. Okay, we are 6-5. We are 5th in the East, and we are just over a quarter into this game. It is an outlandish take. We haven't even lost this game yet, even if we did. We have built this team for the way Nick Nurse coaches. Why would we fire him after a immensely successful season last year and a so far so good this year? I'm just with Banton as well. He looked much better the preseason, but then he doesn't do much. Koloko at the rim. Nice feed by Banton. He misses, and he's clearly fouled, but fortunately he misses because he's very clearly fouled. Banton gets the miss and puts it in. Houston again at the rim, working the ball around the outside. Open three-pointer here now. Air ball by Eason there. Another stop. Thad, look at the old man drive. Throws it up to Koloko. That was not a good pass, Thad. Eason to the rim, blocked by Banton. Good defense there. We're losing a game, and listen, we can't just lose a game. No, we haven't even lost. We can't be losing because we're playing bad. It has to be somebody's fault. One guy. You have to find one. Maybe today it's the Masai game. Eric Gordon wide open for 3. No good. Finally get a rebound. Thad doing some business on the glass. Don't want him ball handling, but he does some good things. Banton falling over. Foul called. That should be a shooting foul. I actually didn't look like he got tripped. I think he just fell. Gary Trent Jr., President Chua, and some picks for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And then he woke up and realized he was dreaming. Outlandish takes time. Yes, outlandish indeed. There we go. Better by Banton, more decisive by Banton. I mean, probably bit off more than he could chew. Hits the free throw. He's at the line. Chance to make it a 6-point game. This bench today creeping back a little bit at the moment. Hot take, do we trade that? I don't think that's hot take. I think that if we need salary, I don't think there's any reason to withhold him from a trade. You're not going seeking trades. Bant at the line, misses the second. 41-34. 7-point game. Houston have led by as many as 12. Gordon kicks out. Open three. Jabari Smith, he's a good corner three shooter. Doesn't go there. Rebound is out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Houston are picking on the corners. They did their homework. They've seen what works. And we're slow, little lackadaisical on defense, and they're making us pay. It's hard to trade a guy with no trade value, though. Young inside, he's fouled, or Banton's fouled. Somebody got fouled. I don't think the Raptors would trade OG for Bridges. I also don't think the Suns would trade Bridges for OG. You like the Jitster? Appreciate that. I got it at a concert I went to a few years ago. What was the album? Why am I blanking? DiCaprio. I was thinking the Oscar. DiCaprio 2? DiCaprio 2. Why did I blank on that? I'm so sorry. I'm not a massive Jit fan, but great live performer. OG for 3. Bang. 4-point game. Glad you like it. 8-0 run by the Raptors. I was worried about how the lineup would score. We're bringing in Thad, and I was still slightly concerned, but here we go. Working back at the moment. Green, one-on-one with Koloko. Three-pointer, no good. Nice rebound by Thad, who then turns it over, but then Houston can't hang on to it. It's out for Raptors ball. Thad does like a lot of really good things, some really bad things, but yeah, I think he hasn't got enough minutes this season. Thad gives it to OG. Nice take to the rim. Smothered at the glass. Love the aggression. It's out of bounds for a Raptors ball. 3.4 seconds on the clock. I don't mind the aggression. Hey, you make a guy make a good play on defense. I think you did your job. Yeah, shot clock going down. I don't mind the decision there. Banton to Porter. We got to shoot. Thad, mid-range. That was not a good play. Rebound Otto, who throws it to OG, who lays it up and misses, but Banton missed. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? All right, full shot clock here, the half shot clock. Banton in mid-range, tough shot. Damn. Delano Banton. And this unit willing the Raptors back into the game. How about the bench unit right now? The one without Achua. Matthews for 3. No good. Rebound OG. 10-0 run by Toronto. 41-39. Banton, bro, he hits this 3. Oh, doesn't go on the 3. Thad can't quite tip in the rebound. Houston have it back here. 41-39. 7:25 to go. First time I recall all season where the bench is pulling us back into a game. This shouldn't be as foreign of a concept for me to see. Gave Green to the rim. He's fouled by Koloko. And he's heading to the line here. A little bit late on the contest. That was such a weird play. Otto threw it over his head. OG missed a layup. Then Banton sauced the guy in mid-range. Took a contested shot and hit it. All right. How the Lakers won a title that year is weird. They've sucked the last 8 years. We all know that title doesn't count because it was played in a setting where everybody was operating under the same parameters, but it was just different than normal. And LeBron won, which just isn't possible. Lakers title doesn't count. That was a joke, of course. I mean, like the Lakers won and then traded all of their good role players. Modern NBA, you can't just have 2 good players and win. You got to have a team. OG to the rim. You can't stop that. OG throws it down. Man.
To the rim with a slam dunk of vicious.
You can't stop that. Garrison Matthews for 3. No good. Rebound Otto. Otto's looking good. Banton, other way, taking it with speed, hand off to Thad, and it's charge. Tough. Should we trade Fred and just make Banton the starting point guard? All right. What a run here by the bench unit. We took off Boucher and Achua when it wasn't going well. We go even further down the bench, giving Banton tons of minutes here. And it's paying off. Thaddeus Young as well, doing really well off of the Raptors bench tonight. And we are back in this game. I've seen enough. This 4 minutes has shown me that we're better with Fred on the bench. We should just get rid of him for nothing because he's just so bad without it. Was just so bad with him. OG younger, more athletic version of we're back with the Kawhi. I've given up the Kawhi comparisons. I had my fun with them previously. I'm out. I'm out on those. No sane Raptors fan want Nurse fired and hire Ime. It's crazy how the Nets basically got bullied into not hiring Ime Udoka. Probably for like good reason. People are very what's the term? Straw man argument on Ime Udoka. Yeah, he had a consensual relationship with a subordinate, which was bad on its own, but also against team policies that he signed to follow. And there was deeper shit beyond it. That deeper shit doesn't affect his employment status or hiring him, but it probably wasn't a good idea to essentially throw gas into a fire that it's already there. You know what I mean? Anyways. Dipping his pen in the company's ink? Man, people are so scared of talking about relationships. Intimate relations. You'd start Banton and Fred's weird. Sometimes I don't know if it's like real Fred hate or not. Well, it's not professional. It's extraordinarily fucked up to have sex with a fucking subordinate employee. What's up with Kawhi comparisons? What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean what up with him? I just think the OG Kawhi comparisons are a little bit beyond. We're beyond those. Sure, whatever you want to call it. That makes it worse, doesn't it? Oh, we got Pinball Clemens. Toronto Argonauts legend in the building. He's the GM now. I didn't know. All right, back in it here. Turnover, stolen by Banton, and something got called. All right, we stole it, and I think Banton traveled after stealing it, or something of that nature. Jabari Smith for three. Doesn't go, got a board. Jalen Green grabs it, and he's fouled. Was there a foul there? I don't know if there's a foul there. Is there any team who would want to trade all-star players as badly as the Raptors? So we have Fred this year. We had Siakam a couple years ago. Correct? Is there, I'm asking, this is a genuine ask. Is there a team or a fan base that wants to trade their all-star players more than the Raptors? Yeah, I like interacting with chat. I mean, no spoilers, of course, but I like interacting with the chat. Rockets are at the line here with Green. Rockets also in the bonus with 6:18 to go here. And Green hits the second one. It's a three-point game. This unit playing really well. This unit of Banton, Thad, OG, Koloko, and who was the other one before? It was Otto. Fred is on now. Fred and Banton. The guards, forwards are Thad and OG. Big is, of course, Koloko. Banton at the rim. Tough shot, no good. Rebound out to KPJ. Jabari Smith. A good defense there by Koloko, but Smith still puts it in. It's 46-41, but a technical foul called against Smith. I think he was talking some shit at the rim. Pitball, real classy guy. He's a gentleman there. Congratulating Kayla Gray on her award. That was cool to see. He's a Toronto sports legend. Fred on the tech. Hits the free throw. Raptor basketball down by 4. Done a great job of fighting back into his game. It was a 12-point game. Sacramento Kings. Now, you're different. The Kings with their all-stars, they're good players. The fans don't want to trade him. It's the organization who wants to trade him. Granted, they don't have all-stars, but Therese Halliburton was on his way to being one. Man, how good is Therese Halliburton? What a player. Thaddeus Young to Koloko. On the outside, gives it to Fred. Give him a screen. Fred for 3. A little bit strong. Hasn't been his best night so far. Green to Şengün. In the high post, looking to feed. 3 balls up for the Rockets. No good. Rebound by Şengün. Nice behind the back or over the head pass. That was weird. I don't know who that is, SM. Should I know who that is? We do need a shot creator on the bench. We need one so bad, man. I dream of better days. I really love Alperen Şengün. I thought it was a steal in the draft. When he dropped, I think, to 12, I wanted the Raptors to trade up for him so bad. Oh. Didn't he fall to like 6? Did he fall to 16 in the draft? Where'd he go? My gut tells me 12. I want to say 16. Alperen Şengün draft. 16. Man, 16. Jeez. They let this guy fall to 16. Unbelievable. We should trade in for a man. I mean, we got Koloko, whatever. Successful bandsman, hey, give it up. He played well. VanVleet at the rim. It's out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Hey, Raptors starters rarely bailed out by the bench, but that's what we have today. It's a 5-point game. The starters put us in a hole, and the bench clawed us back into it. Here's Fred. In mid-range. Trying to draw a foul. That was not a good shot, Fred. Barnes with the rebound. Gives it to OG. Having a good night. Doesn't go on that one. It's out of bounds for a Houston basketball. OG's first miss tonight. We'll give him 1. But no more, OG. No more misses. OG's 5 for 7. Or 5 for 8 now. Yo, be horny somewhere else. Şengün triple comes. Why? Oh, what are we doing, guys? Smith, what are we? We triple team the guy who's way taller and is going to easily pass out. And then we jump. OG jumps on the pump fake. And then Jabari Smith is wide open. All right, the starters not having a good night. Down 8 now. Banton to OG. Sorry, Fred VanVleet to OG. Fouled. Thad missed the dunk, so it's good. I don't know. Scottie just hasn't looked like himself. It's very annoying. It's very frustrating. We need him. I mean, we don't have our best player. We need guys to step up. It should be Scottie. It's not happening. ATM. Come on. Get out of this, boys. Create some good looks. Gary Trent, open for 3. No good. And we can't get the miss. Look, you're bound to struggle without your number 1 player, but, I mean, this is a team you should still be comfortably handling. And they're just passing around you. Here again, Jabari Smith for 3. We're lucky this guy can't shoot, man. We're very lucky Jabari Smith can't shoot the ball. Fred, All right, that shot makes me cringe, but Fred for 3. Green at the rim. Tough move, and it's on the cylinder. Yeah. FIBA rules. Can you tip it in on the cylinder in FIBA? Is that allowed? Why don't they just like a streamlined source of rules? Could you imagine if soccer had different rules for every league? Fred right to the rim, and he lays it in. There we go. It's hard to miss when you go to the rim. 3-point game. Come on, some stops now. A foul called. It's on the floor. Can you imagine a different rule set across leagues? Like soccer, there's a governing body who makes the rules, and everybody follows those rules. Whereas basketball, it's like, all right, NBA has its rules, FIBA has its rules. I'm sure there's other leagues with the rules. You're allowed to tip in the cylinder in FIBA. That's strange to me. Interesting. I guess maybe it's strange that you can't tip it if it's in the cylinder. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to this one. Haven't seen Giannis has the episode come out yet? I'll react to that on my second channel. It was KPJ at the line hitting both free throws. Back up by 5 for the Rockets. It was 12 at one point. The Raptors led 2-0. And OG with the alley-oop. Nice feed by Scottie. Raptors, again, I believe we led 2-0. And that's it. Not good. KPJ, step back 3. No good. Nice rebound by OG. OG has 18 points, man. Fred to Barnes. Has a lane going up. That just like, was that not just so lazy? It was like he went up for that shot, not even trying to score. What is going on with this guy? I'm talking about Scottie here. He went up. There didn't seem to be any sort of plan to make that shot go in. I don't know what you guys are saying. The cylinder thing is different FIBA. That's one of the reasons why trash players like Eddie Tavares are so dominant in Spain. Big guys just feed off the glass. That's I don't even know who Eddie Tavares is. Oh, man. Is Eddie Tavares a guy who is just a hated guy here? Is this just a guy playing well in Spain who had a failed NBA career? This guy play for the 905? This guy played for the 905? Yes, he's a 905 champ. I swear he won the champ with the 905, the championship. Let me see. NBA D-League. He was an all-star. NBA D-League, all defense. NBA D-League first team. NBA D-League defensive player of the year as well. Eddie. I swear he won a championship. Raptors. Oh, shit. Raptors, 905 roster championship. Yeah. He's a 905 champ. Where's our man here? Oh, he's not here. Wait, is he? Yeah, Walter Tavares. Same guy. There he is. 905 champ. I got that shit. I just got random shit going on in my head. This guy. D-League first team. He was G-League. It used to be D-League, but all D-League first team. Defensive player of the year. All defense. He was an all-star and a champ, baby. And apparently he's dominating Spain right now. Taco plays in China now. Or Japan. I think he's in China. I think I've seen some funny clips of Taco like going coast to coast in G League. Yeah, the center to stay in the zone. Yeah. That's another rule in college as well. Right. And a lot of guys in the NBA would be better if they could do that. I like not having that. I like the more open game. I think it's better for the watchability of it. OG in the corner for 3. Another miss for him. 52-49. I like the 3 and the key rule on defense. I think that's a good rule for the sport. OG with the block. Raptors in transition. Gotta get some points here. Trent. We slow it down. Trent step back 3. No good. Rebound by Barnes. Now Fred for 3. Hucking shots. Thad rebound. Fred again. Shoot it again. OG for 3. No good. What are we doing? 3 shots don't go there. Green and nobody's defending Şengün. Yeah, you should probably defend Şengün 1 foot from the rim. I would personally defend him and have a guy beside him. Nice job on defense there, guys. OG down low. Gives it to Gary. Extra pass. Good shot for Fred now. Fred hits the open 3 on the catch and shoot. There we go. 54-52. Can we pull into the lead at the half? We'll see. Down 2. Gordon to Şengün. Barnes defending. Hands up. Hands up. Nice post move. And he misses. But gets his own miss. No, he doesn't. Goes to Fred. Transition look. Fred up top for OG, who brings it down. He goes flying. And it's a tie game, I believe, for the first time tonight. Momentum in the favor of the Raptors late in the half. Green going to Porter. Nice closeout by Fred. All of a sudden, energy in the building. Fred with a steal. And they call a kickball on the Rockets. It'll be Raptors ball. 47 seconds to go in the half. How good has Thad been tonight, by the way? Ooh, nice feed to OG. I didn't think he'd get to that. I thought that was an ill-advised feed there. 23 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock, if you care. 12 seconds to go. VanVleet to Gary. 6 seconds of the shot clock. Barnes open for 3. And the Raptors have their second lead of the night. First time since it was 2-0. And another miss by Eric Gordon. Raptors coming forward again. 57-54. 13 seconds. Shot clock is off. What can we do in the last possession of the half? OG drives. Loses the handle. Thad, veteran play, throws it off of the Houston guy. And 1.8 seconds to go in the half. Thad threw it off of Eric Gordon. Look at that. The veteran presence. You see it? The little things here and there. 57-54. Toronto. 1.8 seconds to draw up a shot here. I don't think it'll be a good play. It's a good play. Thad can't handle it on the pass. It was a good play. But we don't get the shot. But hey, the Raptors finish on quite a run here. All of a sudden, down 41-29, up 57-54. We got a nice halftime to break down the Raptors. And I'm happy we don't have a whole halftime of complaining about who should get traded. We're winning, so we don't have to complain. We're going to go through the stats in just a second here, guys. I'm going to head to the bathroom to take a little halftime bathroom break. If you have to go, now would be a great time. And when we come back, we'll go through the box score, the stats, what changed in the second half that has allowed the Raptors to overturn that 12-point deficit and go up by 3. So almost like one quarter doesn't define a team or even just a game for that matter. The Toronto Raptors come back to lead at halftime. Sorry, I've seen a DeGrom thing in chat. Now, I wholeheartedly believe that is not true. Jake DeGrom to the Jays. I will... You've gotten me to search it on Twitter. So, you've won. You've already won if you're lying. Jake DeGrom, one of the MLB's very best pitchers, potentially going to the Jays, would be really good. All right, I think you're lying, but you've gotten me to search it. All right, let's see. And you're lying. All right. It made me hope a little, at least. There was right now, Twitter's a wasteland, by the way, if you use Twitter. Because right now, Lord Elon has released the verified. You had to pay for the verified status now. And there's no difference between being verified because you're famous and you should be verified and Joe Schmo paying $8 at the verification badge. So very easy to change your profile picture and your display name and then pay to be verified and then just put out news that people perceive as true. I think LeBron got on that today. And Adam Schefter as well. A couple of tweets that made rounds all over the platform. Why is there like a secondary verification form for like guys who actually need to be verified versus people just pay for it? Why is it? I mean, it's money, right? Granted, I don't mind the idea that people paying $8 a month to be verified and to access a bunch of other features. Granted, that allows for some profits for Twitter to be able to allow creators to monetize their content, and I think that's something that Twitter has very severely been lacking, the ability to monetize content for their creators. I don't know, but the verification thing, I just don't think that's it. Finance Builder lost $16 billion in 1 day. Really? I saw that there was a crypto crash because there was a company who had a lot of crypto investors, and correct me if I'm wrong, the owner of the company had gambled a lot of the money away, and so people weren't able to take out the money they had invested, which caused the whole market to tank a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. Anyways, making a scotch. Somebody have a Negroni for me right now. Somebody have a Negroni for me in chat, please. All right, Barnes pissed me off. We'll talk about that now. Let's go into the halftime statistics here. So looking on the Houston side of things, we had a really good half here. We won 28-17. It all started with our bench. Finally, bench bails out some of the Raptors starters here. We needed it. They got us back into the game, and then the starters took it the rest of the way. They started really well from the field. That cooled off big. They were 70% after the first. They're now 44% from the field. Going to the Raptors side of things, Koloko, a little bit outmatched against Alperen Şengün. I can understand the lack of play time here. OG has been sensational. Made his first 4 3-pointers. Missed his last 3, but made his first 4. He's already got 20 points with 5 rebounds. That's looking good. Barnes, just a little bit like nonchalant out there. I don't know. 4 for 10. Has slowly improved as the game has gone on, but just looks like a little, I don't know, nonchalant's the best word I have. Fred, not so far his best, but 12 points certainly isn't the worst thing in the world on 40% shooting. Gary Trent, chipping in here or there. The bench was doing really well, and it started to do really well once we took Boucher and Chua off. It was the lineup of Thaddeus Young, Delano Banton, Otto Porter Jr., along with Christian Koloko and OG that was working really, really well for this team. Banton with his best performance of the season so far. Otto really doing some good stuff on the glass, got 3 rebounds in those 8 minutes. And Thaddeus Young, I know he's over 3, but rebounding well. He's got 5 rebounds, making a lot of the right plays all over the court, offense and defense. That's great to see for there. Let's go into the team stats here. We got our rebound at 12-6 in the first. We're now in the lead, so there's your big swing. They out-rebounded us 12-6 in the first quarter, and we got 20 rebounds to their 9 in the second quarter. So that was a big swing that helped the Raptors get back in this game. We're still not shooting the ball well, but things are turning in the right direction. Also, free throws, Jesus. I'd say it's more so they're getting to the rim. We're fouling quite a bit. I wouldn't chalk that up to the officials. Turnovers are 6-6. I think the biggest thing that changed in that second quarter as it started to flip our way, the energy of this team improved. The effort of this team, in turn, improved with that. And, the effort, you see it in the rebounding. We were actually, fighting for the ball. We weren't just giving it up easily, which I felt like we were doing earlier on this game. So those things were going particularly well there. All right, Damian Lillard has 25 points. He's gone over his point total in the third quarter. Did he have 0 after one quarter? What is going on with Damian Lillard, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know how to check that. I don't know. I was seeing Lillard at 0 points in the second, and now he has 25, and the third's not even over. So we'll take that win there. I do have a basketball bet. I have a team to cover an 18.5 point spread, and they're down by 51. So I don't think they're going to cover that spread. Jesus, they're down by 51. Holy shit. I have Hampton against James Madison, and Hampton's down 96-45. Let's see. The Hawks are down by 9 at half to the Jazz. I have their money line. Pittsburgh, the Penguins against the Capitals. I have the Penguins money line, and they're up in the midway through the second. All right. Those are my bets for today. Does Lillard fill the Raptors? Yeah. NBA is better than FIBA. You say this is a Spanish guy who went to the arena to see Zaragoza for 14 years. Is that how you say it? Well, I got tired of every single decent player being purchased by Madrid or Barcelona. Yeah, that's the parity. The NBA, in North American sports, the parity it offers is relatively unmatched. The ability for bad teams to become good in a feasible amount of time is there. And it's very difficult to consistently remain at the top. Whereas I don't know how it works financially, but soccer, for instance, you can just continue to buy your way to be the best team in the league. It is what it is. But the way the NBA, the parity in the NBA this season is the best that I think we may have ever seen. Definitely in my lifetime, the NBA has never been this good from a parity standpoint. So that's really good to see. It's just 2 games already done. Orlando beat Dallas, as I've been informed in chat. Apparently, the Celtics also won. I'm not seeing that. Celtics are at half, up by 14 against Detroit. So not quite done. Brooklyn up by 25 on New York at halftime. Milwaukee down by 1 to OKC in the second quarter. Any others interesting? Nothing else really interesting. Bucks are losing to the Thunder by 1, so not that big a deal. Denver down by 8 to the Pacers near the end of the third. It's an interesting one there. And the Raptors, of course, up by 3 against the Rockets. Let's keep it going to the second one. Do I think the Rockets are winning? No. The Rockets had to shoot way above average to take advantage in the first quarter. Not sure how much they're really going to be able to do again, but we will see how it goes throughout the game. But we have a new follower, Tracy Benz GNM. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Guys, if you, just like Tracy Benz GNM, are enjoying the stream, consider subscribing to Amateur Sports. The easiest thing you can do, though, is drop a like on the stream. Goes a long way to supporting the channel, helping us get on some more recommended pages. As much as I love having 69 likes exactly, we want to get up to 100. We're at 70 now, so I don't even care anymore. Let's get the likes. If you're enjoying, please drop a like. If you're not enjoying, then maybe you will stay and you'll enjoy later. And then in which case you can consider subscribing. You're saying trade OG for Shaden Sharp. Shaedon Sharp looking really good. It's really hard to find the skill set that OG Anunoby has, though. Really, really difficult to find the skill set that OG has. And we're seeing it right now, man. We are really, really seeing OG take another step right now. And the biggest thing is he's just making the game simpler. It's not about the mid-range shots, which it was earlier in the season. It's about getting to the rim. It's about shooting the catch and shoot threes. It's about playing DPOY level defense. Who's the second option on this team? It's Fred. It's Fred. It was OG for the 7th pick, and Ben Mathurin went 6th overall. So it would have been Shaedon Sharp. Or, I mean, it could have been Dyson Daniels at 8. Probably Sharp, but no way of knowing which way the Raptors would have gone in that spot. I think they would have gone for Sharp, but we never know. We have OG, so it's fine. And Raptors up 57-40-54 right now. Really good quarter there. Things that they got to do in the second half to continue to be successful as the game is about to get on. Keep the energy up. You're better than this team. Keep your energy levels up. Dominate the glass, and you're gonna be fine. Respectfully, you don't need to go out of your way to win this game. You need to keep the ball in your hands when you have it. Limit your turnovers. Play with energy. And do your thing, man. OG 0 steals. Trade. He has 20 points. Yeah, and he's shooting really well. All right. Back in it for the second half here. Rockets start with the ball. They were up by 41-29 at one point. It is now 57-54. Şengün to Green. Jabari Smith to tie it. Got it. 57 all. KD. You'll have to see what state KD's in at that point. Barnes to Koloko. Nice fight at the rim and one. Jabari Smith fouls Koloko, and he's going to head to the free throw line. Raptors go with the starters for the start of the second half here. Why Scottie doesn't do post game 10 or 15 times a game? Agreed. Agreed. I actually think he's going to start looking way better when he just simplifies the game to, yeah, catch and shoots are nice, and just get to the rim. No, we don't need the mid-range shots, right? Koloko at the line, hits the free throw. Love having a big hit the free throws, man. And Koloko, after not good first half, or actually not a great start to the game, has come along quite nicely. Step back, Porter kicks to Green. Drives past Barnes, handoff to Şengün, and he's blocked by Koloko. Smothered on that shot by Koloko. Barnes backing down Porter. There you go. Nice feed to Koloko, who's fouled by Jabari Smith. Koloko heading back to the line here. It is very crazy the Jazz are first in the West. I thought they were going to be so bad. They're already like halfway to the amount of wins I thought they were going to get. Not quite, but they're also leading the Hawks in the second half, and the Hawks just blew out the Bucks without Trae Young available. Koloko at the line. I shouldn't have said anything about his free throws. Hit the first one. Okay. New Biyombo. He's different than Biyombo. Let's be nice. Koloko's got a way higher ceiling. Koloko gets both. Got the roll in the second one. Raptors' biggest lead, up by 5. Eric Gordon swings it out to Porter. Fred closeout. Porter in the paint. Gives it to Smith, who's fouled. I didn't really see a foul there, but you know what? The craziest thing about the Jazz is, first of all, Larry Markkinen is playing like an all-star, which is crazy. Second of all, the roster construction, there was no roster construction. It was just, who can we get back for these good players to tank? So all of these players, where they've been thrown together with absolutely no thought about how they're going to fit and play together, are playing extraordinarily well together under a rookie head coach and just winning games. It's very, very impressive. Rockets swinging around the outside. Good defense by Koloko. And a foul called on Koloko. That's not a foul. It's 4 on Koloko. So Smith at the elbow. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. They'll review. If they review that, they'll say it's not a foul. Let's see if they'll challenge. I don't know if it's worth challenging. You'll win that challenge, though. Smith at the line. Looks like they're not going to challenge. That's not a foul. And Jabari Smith misses the free throw. A little bit of ball don't lie activity. Barnes to VanVleet. 62-58. VanVleet in the paint. Kick it out. Gives it to Gary. Back out to Fred. Open for 3. Fred doesn't go. Rebound out to Smith. Yeah, Sam. You can chat shit about the Raptors, not about the other viewers. Şengün at the rim. Yeah, that's a foul. That's Koloko's 5th. Can't foul so much, man. You know, that's a timeout. We don't play with that. No roasting other viewers for no reason. That is a timeoutable offense because I don't want anybody to feel like they can't come and just hang out and watch basketball with me. Will Fred become an all-star again this season? I don't think so because his usage is down quite a bit, but we'll see. Is TSN delayed? No, well, my stream is usually delayed because I'm watching on TSN Go rather than on cable, number 1. Number 2, the stream, YouTube takes about 10 seconds to fully process accepting the stream server or stream key I'm sending out to them. So I am probably watching slightly behind you, and then the stream that you are seeing is about 10 seconds behind the actual real-time live of me saying it. So it's a little bit behind for you guys, unfortunately. But it is what it is. See if you can pause your stream, pause your TV, pause your TSN Go or your live stream, and try to sync it up with what I'm watching. OG, going at Jabari Smith, step back in mid-range. We don't need that, OG. We don't need you to do that. If your cable's behind, you can pause the stream on YouTube, and you can sync it up afterwards. Eric Gordon for 3 to give the Rockets the lead. No good. Rebound Şengün. And Gary thought he got the steal. The refs whistle fucking happy to start the third quarter. Jeez, man. 9:35 to go. They're going to be in the bonus really early again. Let's see a replay of this. Let me see. That's a foul. That's a foul. Side out of bounds. Puts it into Şengün. Kicks it out to Gordon. Wide open for 3. No good. I mean, come on. We can't leave him that open. He missed, but Fred. Floater is good. Nice take by Fred. Saw the lane. That's a good shot. Had the kick out, but had the easy 2. Fred with the steal. Bringing it the other way. Wow, Fred is so good, man. Can he finish it as well? No, he brings it back outside. Hand off to Gary. Gary drives, and he's stripped. Fred's the only player back in transition. This should be 2, and it is for Jalen Green. Back to a 2-point game, 64-60. What do you think of OG's handles? I think less is more. 5 fouls for Koloko. Yes, unfortunately, not great there. Barnes misses the easy 2, but gets his own miss and puts it in. I like that the shot selection is improving for Barnes. It's just the making of them now. Once the confidence gets back in, he'll start making those. OG with the steal. Has Gary all the way to the other end, and Gary lays it up and in. 68-62 Raptors. I was going to say, that probably should be a timeout for Houston. No, it's not. They're going to wipe the floor. Wouldn't want anybody straining their adductor out here. Eric Gordon slipped there. No, OG's not a first op. That's not his archetype. Guess what, though? You need players like him who can play off ball and offense and still get you like 20 points a game. It's just, you need guys like that. Not everybody can have the ball. OG's the perfect complementary piece. Inbound, stolen by OG. Going to the rack, and he throws it down. Let's go, OG. OG, 2 steals really quickly there. Three-pointer for KPJ. Rebound, Gary Trent. Raptors starting to take advantage now. Fred to OG. Oh, he yanks it. He's feeling it. And the 3-ball just doesn't quite drop after the bounce. I don't know why. Listen, Eduardo, I'm with you. He literally can do that every play. Jabari Smith at the rim. And another foul called. I don't really understand what these calls are right now. Wow, OG's looking good, man. OG looking really, 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 really good tonight. I mean, listen, the thing about OG playing this well, there's so much dialogue about Fred getting traded. There was dialogue about OG getting traded, and look how good this guy is. It just showcases that fans are going to jump on reactionary stuff. What do you want? Do you want reactionary bullshit, or do you want consistent critique and criticism of this team? Where where you don't jump on a player, an all-star. You know, the biggest players and the best players in your team deserve your support through tough stretches and everything. Look at Siakam. And look at Fred with the 3 there. Look at Siakam. The heinous words people had for him in that Tampa season. And he just comes back and is All-NBA again. These are guys worth fighting for. These are guys worth supporting. I trade OG for AD. Yeah. Yeah. OG with another steal. Third steal of the night. Fred transition 3. Oh, Fred is feeling it now. And the Raptors up 76-64. Wow, what a play. What a sequence by the Raptors. And Fred didn't like the shot, but man, he hits it. Puts the Raptors up by their biggest lead, and they are running wild. OG with the steals. I don't know how he's under smart, but hey, he's top 3. Let's appreciate that for what it is. Whatever it is, OG, phenomenal defender, showing it there. Fred, phenomenal player, showing it there. Fred is up to 20 points on the night. He's 7 for 14 from the field. He's hit 3 shots in a row now. OG looking extremely good. 8 for 15 with 22 points, plus 18 on the night. 6 rebounds, 3 steals to go with it. Fred is 7 for 14 with 20 points. As I said, he's 50% from 3 as well. This guy could like walk on water. Could walk on water, and people would say, why is he not running? It's just always something more. You always want more. It's like your kids are going to come home and they're going to get 97% on a test. And you're like, where's the other 3%? You fucking moron. I'm going to trade you for the neighbor kid. OG should be DPOY. It's 11 games. It's 11 games. The DPOY conversation always does come down to as well the team defense. So if that's really good and OG's averaging like 2.78 steals, there's a reality where he could win the award. Listen, OG hasn't even been in an all defense team before. So I'd be happy. I'd be more than happy with an all defense appearance finally for the guy who's deserved it consistently. Fred is also a guy who should have been at some point on an all defense team. 100% I agree. There's so many things Fred does well that influences the game. A lot of it is box score wise. A lot of it is just watching him play. Just a master of his craft a lot of the times. These are just good players. The good players on the Raptors. Man, some of you guys, you know what I think it is as well? Thank you so much to Raph for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. You can be like Raph and subscribe to his channel for a watch party like this for every single Raptors game. Thank you so much to Raph. Appreciate that, man. On top of the watch parties, you get a video on the off days, like one coming out tomorrow. So, shout out Raph, everybody. What I think a lot of it is, call me a boomer if you want. I think none of you have experienced what this team was. If you're like 16 years old and you started watching the Raptors when you're like 6 years old, you have no idea what this was. Because I grew up in an era where we never even sniffed the playoffs and we're trash every year. So I think some of it, I'm just kind of realizing some of it is the only thing if you're 16 or younger, you have only ever known success with this franchise. I have, like, my perception of this team is like, holy shit. Like, we actually have good players now who want to be here. Growing up, until I was 13 years old, this team was garbage, hot garbage. I think that's part of it. You guys, like some people feel like we just deserve to be really good. But me, it's just, I'm riding the high of this, we're a good team type thing. Because I've seen what it's like when you're really not. Barnes for 3, wide open. They gave it to him. He doesn't hit it. You gotta hustle back. Come on, hustle back now. And deflected by Fred, stolen away. Auto in transition. Fred, corner 3. Doesn't go this time. Nice rebound by Porter. With the right, got it to go. Otto Porter Jr. And T-Zero said, fixing career watch right. So all you've ever known is success. And I think the way I look at this team compared to the way maybe somebody your age would look at this team is I've seen how bad it can get. And the fact that, you look back to where it was to what it is now, this is outstanding, what we've built here. And I'm just super appreciative. But for maybe some other people, it's very much like a hunger to continue to be what you've always been, which is successful. I think that's an interesting angle I've just discovered. Or maybe sometimes I don't feel like we deserve all this. And then there's people who think we deserve more type thing. I grew up in an era where the Leafs were the worst team in the NHL. The Raptors were the worst team in the NBA. Not quite the worst for both, but near worst. And foul by Fred. Where the Jays were the worst team in the AL East and one of the worst in MLB. Like, I grew up in poverty. TFC, when they were founded, were the worst team in the MLS. I don't care about the CFL. So I don't know if the Argos were good or not. I think they were okay. I don't even think the Argos were even good with me when I was growing up. So my perception of Toronto, I guess, the normalcy is garbage. And now I'm just elated. We have a great Jays team who is underachieving. We have a great Leafs team who's underachieving. And we won a freaking NBA championship in Toronto. The TFC won the MLS Cup 5-6 years ago. So interesting. Argos were good. I feel like CFL, you can be the worst team and then win a championship next year. I don't know. I don't follow. But that's what I'm saying. So my perception of this team has always been optimistic because I look at this team as an optimist because it's just really good to be in this position to have a competitive team year in, year out, other than the 1 year in Tampa. All right, let's get back to the game commentary. Barnes at the rim, fights off, kicks it to Otto Porter Jr. Corner three, no good. A little bit of a run here by the Rockets. What is this run? It is a 8-4 run, which is kind of bringing him back slightly into this game. Stolen by Fred. Chance for two here. Gives it to OG. Oh, with the reverse slam. OG showing off in front of the Scotiabank crowd. I guess, yeah, all the sports. Enjoy this team. Bad games happen, but ultimately, enjoy this team. Enjoy this outstanding group of players that we have. We'll sum it up like that. Jalen Green for three, got it, and Houston not laying down. They've turned the 12-point deficit into now 5-point deficit. Well, Dwayne Casey was good to a degree. His ability to adapt, that's a nice block there. His ability to adapt to the changing game was poor, I'd say. And Pistons fans are seeing it too. VanVleet in the paint, kick it out, kicks out to OG. Sees a lane, drives in hard, but he's stuffed by Şengün. 9 on the shot clock, out of bounds for a Raptors ball. All I ask is that don't let one game define your perception of a player. Don't let one game define your perception of this team. You know, take it all in. Understand bad games happen and all that. Coaching wise, I mean, I haven't really been any good. There's that era in the early 2000s was like VC here, but even then, like, maybe not quite the early 2000s, but like Tracy McGrady was severely mismanaged. I don't know. Nick Nurse, the best in the history, of course. Who owns the Raptors? Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment. Don't say LeBron or something. Don't say LeBron or something. Can't have another NBA team and a WNBA team. WNBA team would be cool. I'd personally go to WNBA games. I'm not like, I don't have some like vendetta against women's sports. Like hey, if I'm in Toronto, I wouldn't mind going to see some WNBA ball. Why not? That'd be dope. That'd be dope. The thing about here, MLSD would have to own the team so they could play at Scotiabank Arena. You wouldn't be able to finance a proper new arena. There's just nowhere for it to go either in Toronto. Does Drake own the Raptors? Probably. Drake, he just has a fake title to be associated with the team. Drake is technically the global ambassador of the Raptors. It's a fake title given to him, which, you know, I think is kind of cool. But no, he has no affiliation to the franchise and any decision making whatsoever. Vancouver, the thing is, they did Vancouver and nobody gave a shit about the Grizzlies. So it's like, it's difficult to put a team there before you put one back in Seattle, I'd say, especially with a new arena in Seattle now. I would pay to have a top WNT face a top high school men's team. Well, like, in no disrespectful way whatsoever, the men's team would probably win. Like, look, I'm not going to see NBA quality basketball. I understand what it is. Like, I like watching basketball. I like watching the Raptors 905 play. You know, it's just, I like basketball. It's a paid position. No, I don't think it's a paid position. I don't think Drake is paid by the Raptors. I actually don't know, but I don't think he is. Montreal, I don't know. I don't know how that would go. Anyways, let's get back in the game here. Back on with Boucher checking in for the Raptors and Achua, and they need to be better. Fred hucking it late in the shot clock. He had no choice there. Vegas and Seattle, I think, are the best two coming up. Anyways, Rockets going to their bench as well. Important stretch here, and layup there for who's that? For Eason. So a very important part here. With the Raptors bench players in. How are they going to fare? Achua at the rim, way off on like the 5-footer. Like, how do you miss by that much, Precious? Chance to tie. Green. Outside to Garuba, is that? And chance to tie the game, and they get it. Raptors were up 12 in this quarter, and it's now tied at 80. The stars mean the dots, it just shows how many timeouts they have left. It's a circle, not a star, but yeah. Winnipeg joining the Canadian Basketball League, the CEBL. They had a good year, CEBL. It's good for the game to have the Canadian teams involved. I don't know how successful it will be over time. We'll see, I guess. 80-80. So this lineup, a lot of these guys look good earlier. Banton going to the rim. Tough shot, no good. Achua on the miss. Go up strong. And he puts in the layup. Nice play there by Achua. Important stretch of the game here. Trisha M. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Hope you are enjoying the stream so far. You subscribe yourself to a watch party for every Raptors game and videos about this team all throughout the week. Raptors content basically every day of the week. Shout out to Trisha in the chat, everybody. Join Trisha by subscribing for all that Raptors content and consider liking the stream to give some extra support. Otto to the rim. Bench providing some energy here. Otto to the rim makes it a 4-point game. We're 15 likes away from 100 likes. Please make sure you've liked the stream if you are enjoying. No problem, Trisha. I appreciate you coming to stop by. Hope you enjoy the content that you see today and going forward. Otto with the steal. Kick ball. What? Was there a kick there? Hey, Nurse recognized. Nurse had a one-on-one session with Achua today to tell him how bad he was on defense, essentially. Hey, Achua came in. He's got an offensive board. He's got 2 points, and he's got an assist there. Hey, Westbrook's been balling. 54.9 to go in the third. KPJ inbounds to Garuba. Gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Come on, just hands up. And a foul. A lot of fouls called against us. Okay, I am getting upset with the whistle now. They are severely getting more free throws than we are. They have taken 24 free throws. We have taken just 8. Is there double foul on Garuba and Boucher? Okay. What is that even? I've never seen that. All right. Shot clock resets to 14. To TZ's World is Nav Bocci of Amateur Sports. Shout out to people who watch it all, man. I can't thank you guys enough. Timeout's been called. Raptors up by 4. I think Houston called a timeout to just drop a play here. About 49 seconds to go in the quarter, where the Raptors led by 12. There's been a big fight back by this Houston Rockets team, not laying down, and the Raptors need to put them to bed here. The bench needs to keep us afloat, and hopefully the starters can come in and shut the door. But we were down by 12, so it's one of those games. We have not been at our best defensively. There's been some good things, bad things. Let's just make sure we go and win this game, because man, oh man, it would be really rough to lose to the Rockets. The refs still make bad calls in the Raptors. That's never changed, has it? Aggressive. Sure, it's aggressive. A lot of calls, man. A lot of calls against us today. Sign Marquise Chris. I don't really know what that changes if we sign him. Close game, Thomas. We were down 12. We were up 12. We've been all over the map today. But up 4 with 47 seconds to go in the third. Porter inbounds to Garuba. Garuba gives it to Jalen Green. Raptors looking good on this set so far. What play have they drawn up here? Precious Achua switched on to Porter. Good contest. 3 ball doesn't go. Rebound to the Rockets. KBJ inside, and easy dunk there for Eason. 84-82. Delay of game warning, whatever. Let's place the Raptors finish for playoffs. 5th. (84-82). Banton bringing it forward. Shot clock, game clock separated by 6. 8 on the shot clock. Trent trying to come up with something, and he's fouled as he's going up for that layup. He's going to head to the line here with 9.9 seconds remaining in the third. Chance to make it a 2-possession game. I would be embarrassed to lose one to the Rockets. Big fourth quarter coming up. Trent, first free throw's good. Yeah, Gary Trent started really well, and he's been hanging out today. Second free throw's also good, 86-82. I've seen Gary have these games, and he comes up big late, so not counting out his importance. Green for 3, way off, rebounded Chua. That will do it for the third. So the Raptors came into the third leading by 3. They got out to a 12-point advantage, but the Rockets have fought back. We still are up by 4 with a full quarter to play. You have to expect the Raptors should take care of business here, but the way the Rockets are playing tonight, we can never say for certain what to expect from this team. Let's just go out and take care of business and get this game in the books, because a game at home against the Rockets, it's got to be a win every single time you play, in my opinion. 52-30. If 52-30 is the 5th seed, that's scary. If 52 wins is not even a home playoff, that's scary. I don't think 52 wins probably gets you this year. Probably top 3 in the East. Gary Lee. Listen, Gary's having like a fine year. He's averaging a career high in points this year, I think. He's inconsistent, that's for sure. Remind you, for all you who love Malkai, play Malkai more. He has so much potential. Gary Trent Jr. is younger than Malkai Flynn. And he's averaging 18.5, would be career high. 44% from the field, would be just shy of a career high, but on way more usage. And not horrible 3-point percentage either. Good one, in fact. He's done better, but still a good one. Gary Trent Jr. is younger than Malkai Flynn. Wrap that around your skulls, everybody. We're weird. Small sample size breeds interesting dynamics. Jazz are first in the West. The Warriors are like one of the bottom seeds in the West. I don't know. Things happen. Things are weird. The Pacers are winning. The Spurs are 5-2 for a hot sec. Now they're 5-6. Let's just take care of our business. OG Benefit, if you had 3 in that quarter, and Cole can make all-rookie second team, I don't see why not. Getting a ton of minutes here. Wizards were first East last season. They were first, I think, further into the season last year, and then they didn't even make the play-in tournament in the end. I expect the team to be credited even when we were starting Graham Villanueva. Man, you're a longtime fan. Been through it all. You were rewarded in 2019, and we're trying to get back there, Jason. All right, fourth quarter time in Toronto. Fourth quarter time in Toronto. 86-82. Precious with the right. Like, what is he even aiming for? You got to at least hit the rim from 5 feet, I think. This is just way off, man. And a foul. Early foul there on called against the Raptors. Man, oh man, the whistle has not been good for us tonight. Garbagosa, man, Jesus Christ. How about Araujo, whatever what do you call it? How about that one? It's a long season, exactly. Garuba at the rim. Layup is blown. Raptors blew the coverage, but layup was blown. 4-point game. Boucher bringing it over half court. Gives it to Achua. Let's get a ball handler on this. Banton. In mid-range. Has it stolen. And Eason brings it forward and misses the layup. Gets his own miss and scores. Okay, that was ugly. Banton going forward again. Hand off to OG. 2-point game. It's going to be a feisty finish here, I think. OG kick out to Otto. Now corner for Boucher for 3. Way off. Nice rebound by Achua. And he turns it over. All right. I've seen enough. Get the starters back. Boucher struggling for 3. Or struggling tonight again offensively. Rockets trying to get back in the lead or tie here. Eason fighting to the rim. Misses the layup. Raptors fighting for it. It's out of bounds for a Rockets ball. Points off the bench tonight for the Raptors. Boucher has 0. Achua has 4. Otto has 6. Banton has 5. Thad has 0. So bench points not going well tonight again. And it's tied now. Bench providing you 15 points. I mean, it's just difficult to win when you're getting that sort of production from the bench on a consistent basis. Come on. We're at the 2-minute mark. I'd have the starters in right now. Banton to the rim. He's fouled. Going to go to the free throw line. Chance to put the Raptors back ahead. Spidey's timetable. In a week and a half, they will reevaluate him and decide. I mean, that is a good... I don't know. This is just not the lineup I'd have in right now. I think they're gonna close with Thad tonight. Garuba lost to a pair of YouTubers in a shooting challenge. Wow, that's unfortunate. Garuba, I mean, he didn't get drafted for his shooting. He got drafted for his upside and his athleticism. Banton hits the first free throw, but that is kind of tough for a NBA player to lose a shooting challenge. Banton's second free throw, no good. So it's a 1-point game, 87-86. Rockets, they know they can sense some danger here. Prez does look pre-All-Star break. I think he looks even worse than that. 3-ball is up, and the 3-ball is good for Knicks, and the Rockets lead for the first time since late in the second. 89-87. I'd call a timeout. OG for 3. No good on the 3. Boucher rebound. I would have called a timeout. Banton for 3. Come on, Delano. No good on the 3. Garuba rebound. This is why the starters play 40 minutes, by the way, guys. This is why they play as many minutes as they do. I'm going to tell you, it's another reminder why Nick Nurse trying to give the bench, the stars, as much break as possible. Here we go. Got to stop in transition. Come on. Got to get points here. Banton to the rim, and he misses the layup, but he's fouled. Chance at the line. Okay, 9 minutes to go. I would absolutely use this break to get some subs in, but Nurse is trying to give the stars as much bench time as possible. We did it. You know what? We did have a better bench night than normal. At least in this early second quarter, they came through and pulled us back into this game when the starters kind of put us in a hole. Banton, free throw. First one is good. He's actually a good free throw shooter. Guys, if you are enjoying this stream, make sure you have dropped a like. We're getting close to 100 likes on today's stream. No, we can hit that. Banton, the line. We're not losing to the Rockets. We are tied with the Rockets, in fact. 89-89. Nurse leaving these guys out there. Going to a zone now. Lobbed up inside. Stolen away. Raptors another chance. Achua. Driving to the rim. Bro, what the fuck was he doing? Boucher, short jumper. He's fouled going to the line. Bro, what is Achua doing? He looks like he's never played basketball before sometimes. What is he doing? I'm upset he's hurt, but man, he just ran with absolutely no... Look at him! What is he doing? He didn't even have the ball in his hands, and he's just trying to dunk it. What is he doing? Man, sometimes I wonder what's going on upstairs with this guy. Oh, he's hurt. Okay, he looks really hurt too. Jesus Christ. Boucher at the line. Free throw's good. Please make some subs, Nicholas. Let's just try the Michael Jordan layup. Oh my God. And he hurt himself too. Fuck. God damn. Okay, Boucher at the line. Cleans up for 2. Boucher's first 2 points of the night, I believe. 91-89. Fred is in. Thad is in. Fred will not come off for the rest of the game. Easton at the rim. He's stuffed. Gets his own miss. And 1. Chance to take the lead again. Easton beating us up. Remember, he fucking killed us in the preseason too. So good block. Then what happened? And then sometimes Boucher just doesn't think. He's laying down. Just let the guy score, right? Boucher fouls the guy while he's on the ground. Let him score. Why? Why just hang a hand in there and give him an extra point at the line? All right. Houston up 1. So stupid, man. Switches on to Garuba. Step back 3. Fred. Ice. Cold. 3-pointer. Puts the Raptors up by 2. ESPN gets their most views when they talk about the Lakers. Another foul by Boucher. Okay. That's... ESPN talked about the Lakers because they get the most views when they talk about the Lakers. If they got enough views on stuff that wasn't about the Lakers, they would talk about other stuff. But they are a brand trying to make money. They make the most money when they talk about the Lakers. The viewer has the power to swing what they discuss. If their viewership is mostly prominent when they discuss a certain team, they will continue to talk about that specific team. So it sucks, but I mean, if you like if you want to listen to full breakdowns of the Minnesota Timberwolves and enough people watch that, then they'll just keep doing that. Unfortunately, they don't get the same viewership. Lakers get clicks. All right, free throw there, no good. Raptors will stay in the lead. Offensive foul called against Şengün. 94-93. Raptors up by just the 1 here with 7:51 remaining. Thaddeus Young will inbound to OG here. Tommy Boucher still playing. How is Boucher still playing? Otto Porter Jr. Fouled. Wow, the whistle really starting to swing our way here. A lot of fouls against them. We might be in the bonus with 1 more. We're already in the bonus. $94-93. Raptors in the bonus now with Otto Porter Jr. heading to the line. Come on, make both these. Otto at the line. First one is good. Precious is probably in it for a month ago. I don't know. He fell. I'm not a doctor. We don't even know what it is yet. He might be out for no time. He might be back in next game. Porter at the line. Got both. Raptors up by 3. Here come the Rockets. They smell blood, man. Porter gets in the paint. Nice take. He's fouled. He's going to head to the line here. Full clinical breakdown coming tomorrow on the channel. Make sure to check it out. I'm going to get the full doctor's report, full diagnosis of Achua's injury and the severity of it. We don't know anything. You guys don't know anything either. We don't know how long he's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be one game. We don't know if it's going to be 0. It could be 10. We don't know. Free throw discrepancy. It's swinging back, but it's 28-18. It was a lot worse too. Porter misses the second one. Raptors up by 2. Thad inside to OG. Gotta get it out. Almost stolen. Thaddeus Young out to Fred. Now Otto Porter Jr. for 3. Doesn't go. Got his own miss, but he loses the handle. He didn't really have his own miss there. Green going to the rim. Stolen by Thad. Scottie is playing. Fred driving with the right. Got it. Nice take by Fred. 2-possession game. 6:50 to go. 98-94. Raptors in the bonus. Got to continue to be aggressive. Green to Şengün. Now Porter. Get on Şengün there. There you go. OG's on him. Stay with him, Scottie. Hands up. Good contest. Tough make. Got the shot. Good defense. Scottie's in his face. Tough shot. VanVleet at the rim. Oh, with the reverse. Fred. How good is this guy? 100-97. 3-pointer again for Smith. Weak side rebound for Eason. Green drives in. Layup is good. 100-99. 5:52 to go. We got a new subscriber, Miguel Arango. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Thank you so much for subscribing. You just subscribe yourself to Fred misses 3. A watch party for every single Raptors game. Otto Porter Jr. for 3. Got it. Otto Porter with a big shot. Miguel Arango, thank you so much. Watch party for every Raptors game. Raptors videos all throughout the week on this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, if you want content like this all week, every day pretty much, make sure you're subscribed. Another weak side rebound for the Rockets. Loses the handle there, Eason. 103-99. Barnes almost has his pocket picked. Gets it over half court. Swings out to Otto. Why not again, Otto? Why not again? Knocks down the 3-pointer. And it's a 7-point game in Toronto with 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Otto Porter Jr. coming up big in the fourth quarter with back-to-back threes. His best game so far in a Raptors uniform. He is up to 14 points. Guys, enjoying the stream? Let me know by dropping a like. We're 3 likes away from 100. It helps the channel a lot when you drop a like. Let's try to get this blown up in here for the last little bit of the fourth quarter. Help spur this team on to a win. All right. I'm gonna piss so I can dial in for the rest of the game here. Be right back. Give me 30 seconds. While I'm gone, get this stream to 100 likes. Okay, back in it. Raptors with a big run there to go up by 7. A 3-possession game with Otto's back-to-back 3-pointers. Call him automatic, baby. 14 points off the bench. He is having a really, really good rebounding night too. 5 rebounds, but he's looked really good on the glass, getting a lot of rebounds that he shouldn't have gotten. 5 for 8 from the field, making up for a pretty lackluster bench night yet again. I did wash my hands. You can come to my house and smell it if you want. We've had some. All right, somebody wanted a box score. I'll oblige. So OG, another phenomenal night. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 9 for 19 with 3 steals. Barnes, not his most effective night. 5 for 13 with 11 points. At least 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Just not looking like himself. Interrupt for a second here because Surreal Deals has subscribed to the Amateur Hour Army here. And Surreal Deals, I got a deal for you with that free subscription. You're in line to get a watch party like this for every Raptors game and videos all throughout the week about this team. Make sure you're subscribed. Shout out Surreal Deals for subscribing. Let's get the subs going. We're on a road to 13,000 on this channel. VanVleet, 10 for 21. Another all-star level night with 27 points. 5 steals for Fred. Man, what does he have to do to get some goddamn respect around here from everybody? Thank you, everybody. 107 likes in the stream. Thank you so much for that. At the triple digits. Really appreciate that, everybody. Thanks for supporting what I do. Şengün to Eason. He's fouled by Barnes going up for the dunk. You took away the automatic, too. Not the worst thing. 5 steals and 27 points for Fred, and people think he's the problem. What's up with Scottie? Energy levels just seem low. I don't know. All right, Eason. Why is Eason like the best player on the Rockets tonight? How many points does this guy have? Eason off the bench has 12. I feel like he has 400 points tonight. All 5 of their starters have 10, and 2 of their bench have 10. They have 7 players in double digits. My goodness gracious me. All right, 106-101. Game is far from over. 4:45. Barnes to VanVleet, has a lane, kicks it out to Otto, who saved a bad pass and then turned it over. Eason at the rim to Green, and he makes it a 1-possession game on the dunk. So not Fred's best there. That should be his turnover. All right, got to do it all again. 3-point game. Fred comes off a screen, steps back, trying to size up Jabari Smith. Drives in. Tough shot is an air ball, and that'll be probably 2 for Eason here. And it is not. He blows the layup, and the Raptors get the rebound. Lucky break there. Trent to Barnes. Why did Barnes pass an open layup, man? And then we turn it over. What is this, Scottie? And then, oh my God, they missed another. Scottie Barnes just did a Ben Simmons, man. Dunk the fucking basketball. That's 2 points. Dunk the fucking ball. Christ, man. That is so bad. Like he dunks that. Dunk that. You gotta shoot that. That's incredible, man. Oh, that's so annoying. Wow, this guy is low on confidence right now. We need more. We need a lot more. Come on, prove us wrong, Scottie. Fred for 3. Big shot, Fred. Ice in the veins, man. You can't teach that stuff. Time after time, he comes through in the big moments. He's got 30 points again. Bailing out some of his teammates here. Let's see. Fred, now up to 30. 11 for 23. Man, oh man. Where would we be without Fred VanVleet? This guy's nasty. This guy's nasty. How many times has he got to show us how nasty he is? He's still going to get that disrespect. Wow. Important player. Got to give him his credit. All right, Raptors coming down to the wire here. Fred just put us up by 6. Doesn't look like many other sources are going to bail him out here. Scottie Barnes, just looks like a shattered for confidence player right now. But at least we got Fred VanVleet going. I mean, Barnes just dunked the basketball. That was so open there. That was so open. Ban somebody? I've not really been looking at chat. What did I miss? I don't see anything. Unless they're appearing on my other monitor. Barnes' ankle. Barnes' ankle needs rest. I don't know. Because Nick Nurse said today that Scottie's not hurt. There's no injury. So, I don't know. It just looks like confidence is down. I'm seeing a lot of good shot selection, better shot selection, but he's definitely way better than he's playing. There's a bot. I don't see it in chat. What am I not seeing? You sent a screenshot in Discord. Okay, it must be buried a little bit further down. I don't see it. I don't know why I don't see it. Okay, if it pops up again, I'll ban them. Thank you for alerting me. I'm not really sure where that is. Sorry, I don't see it. I don't know how. I don't see it, but everybody else does. If they pop up for me, I'll be sure to deal with it. Or if a moderator sees it, for sure. All right. 109, 103. 7 threes by Fred VanVleet. Jesus. 30 points again. Second time in 3 games. I believe he had 27 in the one 2 days ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we need some stops here. 3:30 to go. Houston with it. Driving out. Kevin Porter Jr. kicks it out. Jalen Green swinging around the perimeter to Smith. Mid-range for Smith is no good. Nice rebound by Scottie Barnes. Great stop there by the Raptors. Great stop. Well earned. 109, 103. Chance to make it 3 possessions. Nice feed by Thad to OG, who throws it down. Yep. Love that pass from Thad. He's looked so good off the bench tonight for the Raptors. Inside for Green. Sorry, not Green, sorry. That was Porter, who puts in the layup, and we're back to a 6-point game here. Raptors got to use the clock, continue making smart plays, and this one is in the bag. Thad, in that high post slot that you guys like, that Marc Gasol role, if you will. Looking good there. He's a really good cutter as well. Fred. Oh my God, he made Smith wobble. They call it push off? He did not push off. I mean, he missed a shot anyways, but he made him wobble. Was it a push off? Let me see this again. I mean, just a little fucking nudge, but geez. That is an inconsistent call. Whatever, he missed a shot anyways. 111, 105. Another stop needed. Green. Scottie with the help defense. Didn't help really at all. 111, 107. VanVleet bringing the other way. Raptors could use a bucket now. 2:11 to go. VanVleet drives at the rim. Got Smith jumping and gets the layup. Fred coming up huge again for the Raptors. Huge again by VanVleet. Smith to Green. Defended by Trent. Green is a problem right now. Come on. Stay with him, Scottie. Stay with him. Green drives by Scottie. Stolen by Barnes. Nice play, Scottie. VanVleet taking it to the rack. No good, but Barnes with the putback. And it's an 8-point game. Yeah, I'll give him one. 115, 107, 130 to go. Another stop. And you have the clock to work with. Layup is up, and it's good for Kenyon Martin. 6-point game. Raptors can work the clock a little bit here. 1:25 to go. 16 on the shot clock here. Scottie Barnes. Come on, give the ball to Fred. Thad to Fred. Had a look, but didn't take it. VanVleet has to do it himself. And the rebound by Smith. Not a good set there. Porter. 6-point game. Double comes. Almost gets the steal. Smith for 3. No good. Tough rebound. And it goes to VanVleet. Wow. Smith. Very ill-advised shot there. I don't know why he took that. 6-point game. Raptors got to use the clock here and hit their free throws. A make is the dagger that all but ends this game. 5 in the shot clock. They give it to Scottie. Turns with the right. Way off on the layup. Gets his own miss and misses again. Scottie. How do you completely brick a 3-footer over smaller players? Man, he's right at the rim and it doesn't even hit the rim, man. Oh my God. What has happened to the rookie of the year? What is going on with him the last few games? Oh, all right. Well, let's not fixate on that. We're up 6. 24.7 to go. So Houston looking for a 3 and a steal. Raptors, I mean, get your stop and hit your free throws. Even if on a make, got to just hit your free throws from here on out, and you're going to be fine. You're up by 6. Fred has done everything to will this team to victory. Man, Scottie's confidence right now looks shot. Best thing we can do right now, guys, got to support Scottie through this process. It's obviously not going well for him at the moment. Got to support the guy through this process. Let's not turn on him. He's not playing well. It's frustrating me, but it's clearly this is a guy that needs support at the moment. We know how good this guy can become. He's having a bad stretch. Every player does it. We're gonna support it. We're gonna support through this, guys. He's gonna be better. There's gonna be better days ahead. He's contributing in other ways other than the points, but it's clear to me that the scoring just isn't quite there right now. He's helping other ways. His defense has been okay. His rebounding's been good. His playmaking's been good. We just there's a hesitation there, and there's a confidence issue. He'll snap out of it. We'll support him through it. Let's first deal with this win here. Porter will drive to the rim. Kick out to Green. Corner 3 contested. Air ball. OG rebound. And he's fouled. 17 seconds to go. Raptors up by 3. He makes any of these free throws, and the Raptors are up by 3 possessions, and that might just end the game here. Let's do our job, finish them off here. Not been the easiest game. The Raptors have not made it the easiest for themselves, but it looks like they might just get over the line here. Guys, all the viewers watching, if you want to watch a party like this for every Raptors game, make sure you're subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports, and be sure to drop a like on this stream. It does go a long way to supporting the channel. Tomorrow's video, I will have another one out. Don't know what tomorrow's video will be about yet. Etienne Cadieux, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. OG misses the second there. Don't go for steals. Don't go for steals. Eric Gordon to the rim. You can let him have that. Misses the layup. And that will end the game. Etienne Cadieux, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur. I appreciate that. But let's enjoy it. The Raptors made it difficult, but they ultimately win by a 3-possession margin here. 116 to 109. Houston made it tough. They were up by 12 early. We were up by 12. They fought back to take the lead, but ultimately, the Raptors, the better team at home, get the biggest plays near the end of the game, and once again, ice cold Fred VanVleet hit some humongous shots late in this game. Wonderful game, all-star level game yet again for Fred VanVleet since returning from injury, really helping us through this time without Siakam. A lot of good things for the Raptors, some bad things as well we will discuss, but a 7-point win. Let's break it down for you in our post-game show, everybody. All right, so we had a bit of an emotional roller coaster today. There was some good, there was some bad, there was some really good, there was some really, really bad to go along with it as well. But the Raptors were playing the worst team in the NBA today. We needed a performance. We didn't need our best, but we needed good enough, and that's what we got here as we do win this game by 7 points. You were playing against the Chicago Bulls last game, and it was a really ugly game from start to finish, really, for this team. Did not play well. The Bulls showed up, outdid us, convincing win in the end. Best team to get a bounce-back game against is the Rockets, as I mentioned. The Raptors are in a stretch right now where they do not have their best player available in Pascal Siakam, but this is some of the easiest stretches of the season that we're going to have. We have the Rockets coming up. We have the Rockets tonight, which we beat. And then in this stretch here, we have the Pacers and the Thunder. Forget which order. And then you have the Pistons, the bogey team, but a team that you should win against, no less. Christopher Smith, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. You just subscribed yourself to a watch party to every single Raptors game, plus videos coming out all throughout the week about this team. Guys, if you're headed out, before you head out, please drop a like on the stream, but would appreciate if you stuck around for the post-game show as well. So, one of the easier stretches of the season, as I mentioned, and you just want to come out of this, obviously, on top with some wins, mitigate the storm of that Pascal Siakam injury. One of the players significantly contributing to the Raptors going through this process with no Siakam is VanVleet. He was an all-star last season, and he has returned in the last 3 games. Even in that loss to the Bulls, he was great. He's returned the last 3 games to that all-star sort of level. People are wondering why Fred shoots the ball as much as he does, why Fred does this, does that. Because he's the best player on this team when Siakam isn't playing, and he's been showcasing that pretty consistently here. We'll go into the box score for the Raptors. Fred was great, 32 points, 7 3-pointers, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds, and a block to go along with it. Only 1 turnover. Probably should have had 2, but 1 was credit to someone else. It was his fault, though. OG, maybe even outperformed Fred with a 10 for 20 night, 27 points, 10 rebounds, and another 3 steals. He was 3rd in the NBA DPOY ladder. You can see why some would say he should have been top 2. Some would say he should have been top 2, not 2. And a game like this definitely showcases why he's a plus 18 here. Scottie Barnes, we'll talk about him in a sec. Gary, I mean, fine, but like a little bit passive. We could use a bit more from Gary, if you ask me. Scottie Barnes, I'll touch on in a second. We'll go to the bench here. Otto Porter Jr., a great game off the bench. We needed it. There was a tough stretch in that second quarter where we were down by 12, and he, along with Banton, Thaddeus on the court with OG Anunoby and Christian Koloko, really fought the Raptors back into this game. It was a really important stretch of the game. Otto Porter Jr. was over 3 from the field, but he was just excellent today. He was rewarded for his excellent play with 26 minutes. He had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, was a plus 20. That just goes to show you what kind of impact he had today. Coming off the bench, had the best plus minus on the team. Thad, I've thought, deserved more minutes throughout this season so far, and he showcased why a little bit tonight. I'll bring in that high post role, maybe that Marc Gasol sort of role, playmaking for guys, doing the gritty work on defense, getting some key rebounds. When he's ball handling and shooting, you know, his age is definitely showing a little bit, but he had another really good performance here tonight. And he does a lot of the things that we need off the bench that is helping this team. Would be nice to have some scores around him, just not there. Unfortunately, another rough outing for Achua defensively, offensively as well. I mean, something's up with this guy. Only gets 12 minutes tonight, and he didn't deserve any more. Probably deserved less than that. We're trying to force him to play well. Not happening. Boucher, not his night. He thrives when Achua's playing well also, but not Boucher's night either. And one guy whose night it really wasn't was Scottie Barnes. 13 points here. 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Sure, not bad, but 6 for 16. He just doesn't look like himself out there. He's missing easy shots. I think the shot selection has cleaned itself up to a certain degree, but the shots aren't falling. The layups aren't falling. The 2-foot like hook shots, push shots, which he's usually like automatic with last season. That stuff is just not falling for Scottie Barnes at the moment. It definitely looks like a little bit of a confidence issue. He just doesn't look like himself. He knows he's not hitting these. He's kind of scared. There was like a Ben Simmons play late in the game where we needed a bucket, and he had like one he could have dunked. There was a guy coming, but he could have dunked it. He could have laid it up. He was way bigger, and he passed it off to, I forget who it was. Maybe it was Otto Porter Jr., and Otto couldn't even get the shot off because the defender was closer to him. Just a shattered looking player at the moment. Still doing some good things on the court, but we expect much player from the reigning Rookie of the Year. I want to remind you guys, like there's been super harsh criticism in the past on Siakam, super harsh criticism on OG this season, as well as Fred VanVleet, and both those guys have snapped out of it. People love Scottie Barnes too much to say anything really harsh against him, but listen, he's struggling right now. We understand that, but It's very important to support your guys through this process. It's very important to believe in the guys on your team and believe in the guys that make your team great. Scottie Barnes is one of those guys. He's going to snap out of this funk. He definitely doesn't look like himself right now. Nick Nurse has said in a press conference before today's game that it's not injury related. He just needs to be better, and I know he will be better. On the Houston side of things, they made it difficult for us. They started out hot. They cooled off. They had a 70% field goal percentage in the first quarter, down to 44, but a lot of guys had a game today, and they needed it to be in this. They have 7 players with 10 points or more. Easton was a big threat off the bench. He was pesky all night, even though he was only 5 for 15. Şengün was a problem early. Koloko didn't get a ton of minutes because of that. He was getting bullied by Şengün on the interior. I love watching Alperen Şengün play. Jalen Green came alive a little bit late, 21 points. Jabari Smith, I didn't think he was that good. He was minus 19, the worst in their team for a reason. Kenny Martin, actually, quietly good game, really good game, plus 19, best plus minus. Plus 19 in a game you lose by 7. That is something. But the bench got a lot done against our bench, but I will shout our bench. At least there was a pocket of this game where they bailed us out in the second quarter, where they went on that 10-0 run that really got us back into the game. But overall, still question marks about this Raptors bench, though Thad and Otto Porter Jr. were great today. Let's go to the statistics here on the team stats. Rebounding was a big problem after the first quarter. They out-rebounded us 12-6, which is why they got out to such a big advantage. We did fight back on that. We ended up being even in the rebounding at 50-49. We'll call it even there. Turnovers, we forced more in the end, which is great. Those extra possessions really patted us on to get that win here. One area where there was maybe a bit of a concern for us, a lot of whistles going against us for the first 3 quarters. They shoot 26 for 31 from the line. Fourth quarter, start of the fourth quarter, we really started getting more free throws. We fought back to get 20 free throws. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 12 of those were in the fourth quarter. So that helped us out a lot. And ultimately, we cleaned up the defense. We weren't at our best. When you're playing against the Houston Rockets, you don't have to be. We shoot 41 and 34. Nothing spectacular. They shoot 44 and 25 or 26 from 3. So, it was a game where you didn't need to be at your best. You weren't at full strength. You had some guys struggling. You ultimately needed some big shots from Fred VanVleet. You got that. Fred was exceptional again, and he's always a guy you can rely on in the clutch of the games. I had questions maybe a couple years ago about Fred. When the going gets tough, can he give you that shot? Last season, we learned that when the going gets tough, you can always rely on Fred to get you your buckets because he had an immense fourth quarter. And if he doesn't, then, man, I don't know if the Raptors win this game. They were favored by 10 points tonight, and it looked for a while like this was a game that they were capable of losing at home to the Rockets. So we are 7-5 on the season. There's no Siakam right now. No better time to be missing your best player if he is going to be missing at all. You get the Thunder in the next game. You go to Oklahoma City. That's a game that you really expect this team to win. You get the Pacers in Indiana on Saturday. Pacers playing above what you expect this season. That still should be a winnable game. And then you go to Detroit on Monday. The bogey team, the impossible team, but still, the trends shouldn't affect us. That's a game that you should be winning against the Detroit Pistons and their absolutely horrible defense. Then you get a tough stretch again, so make use of this time here. You want to get your cheap wins. This is the time to do it. No disrespect to these other teams, but the Raptors are going to be favored in all of these games, probably by at least... Probably by away at Thunder, 6 or 7 points. Away at Indiana, 4 or 5. Away at Detroit, probably 5 or 6. 3 very winnable games for the Raptors. Let's just make sure that we take care of business. If Fred's playing like this and he gets the supporting cast of OG, Scottie Barnes really starts to turn it on, then this team can go do a great job of mitigating the storm while Pascal Siakam was injured. Wherever you're watching, make sure you like this on YouTube. Consider subscribing as well for more Raptors content just like this. And be sure you're following on Twitch if you are watching there. We do tons of Raptors content across all the amateur sports platforms. Keep it locked. Stay tuned for more. All right, guys. Thank you for coming for the stream today. I just want to say, we made the switch back to YouTube this season on streams. We've been doing a ton of streams on Twitch over the last year and a half. Made the decision to come back to YouTube. I was definitely nervous and afraid of coming back to YouTube, seeing the viewership, but it has been really, really good. We've had such incredible support on YouTube with these live streams. We've had tons of support on the videos throughout this whole process. But definitely really, really grateful to see the numbers coming out to these streams consistently. Like, it's just crazy. We're getting like hundreds of viewers at a time on YouTube, which just wasn't expecting to happen. So thank you so much for that, guys. Appreciate everything you do. On this channel, we do watch party for every Raptors game. On the off days, all the off days, I try to rip out a Raptors-specific YouTube video. There'll be one tomorrow. Hopefully you check that out. It'll be available at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. The content, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I kind of want to discuss OG Anunoby and his Defensive Player of the Year candidacy. I would love to talk about Fred, but Fred VanVleet videos typically don't get that many views for some reason, but OG really doesn't either. But I'm thinking right now OG, but we will see what happens with that video. But that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much again. Subscribe if you're new. Consider liking the video if you're not new or you are new and you enjoyed the content in any way. That's the easiest way to support the channel. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can join people like Chris Rock in chat, showing off his email beside his name. He is one of the members in his channel. Look, you don't miss out on any content if you're not a member. But if you want to give that extra bit of support to this stream or the channel, because you want to support my content and what I do, help me create better content more often, you can become a member. Have that extra bit of validation in the chat. Have that extra bit of validation in the comments. Nonetheless, you're getting all this great content, and I appreciate you guys just coming and clicking on the videos. The least, the least I can do is be super grateful for just that, because that's more than enough and more than maybe I ever would have expected on this platform. So thank you guys. Hit the like, and yeah, we'll have a video tomorrow. I'm back on Friday and Saturday for watch parties.